play. Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the note and you'll be on your way.
Well, hi everyone. Welcome to a playthrough of Alibi in Ashes. This is the 25th Nancy Drew game that her Interactive released, and it came out in 2011. Just a little forewarning, I might be having a few mic issues, and I apologize if I cut out occasionally during the recording. Hopefully it's not that bad, and hopefully I've made the necessary adjustments so that that doesn't happen at all. So yes, we are at Alibi in Ashes. This is a game that I have rather mixed feelings about. It's very confusing actually. It's a game that I wasn't all that impressed by when I first played it. And I remember back in the days of being on the message board, back when I was a moderator, and I think even before then, I made it a habit of playing the games twice before writing a review of them. And with this game, I can't remember if I actually waited for a third playthrough or if I thought about it, but I really didn't know what to make of this game even after having played it twice. My general impression was just sort of blah, which really isn't great. It just didn't really hit me in any way, good or bad. I don't even remember what my impression was of the game before it was released. I have a feeling it was skepticism, simply due to the storyline with the idea of Nancy being arrested. I don't think that would have sat with me very well, because even now I still don't really like that premise, but so be it. But yeah, this is a game that didn't have a strong impact, and yet I say that, and I often kind of look forward to playing it, even though, again, it doesn't wow me when I do play it. So very confused feelings about this game. So I suppose we could just jump on in. And I'm going to look at the desk here. So it's a little different than it's been in the previous games, and we're used to seeing Nancy's desk as part of our introduction. And even her view out her windows are a little different. We have these ND bookends. Those are new. Our lamp is still here, but we don't have all these souvenirs on her desk. But we do still have, her scrapbook. Oh, we've got all these little links to her interactive. Is this because this is a bonus edition? Maybe. And here's our last case we solved. Oops. How many times will I do that? Click incorrectly. And of course our How to Be a Detective book, which I'm not going to look through. And then we've got our case file. So the Clues Challenge. This, by the way, is the title of one of the two books that this game is based off of. The other one being False Impressions, and they're from two different series. So the Clues Challenge, it's that time of year again. Grab your pens and strap on your thinking caps. The Clues Challenge is on the way. Teams of up to 6 may compete in the week-long challenge. Ooh, there should be a hyphen there. Teams of 7 or more are allowed with a 5-point penalty per extra team member. Along with gaining the undying respect of town puzzlers, the finders of this year's hidden medallion will preside over the opening of the town time capsule during the Annual Day's closing ceremony. But wait, there's more! The leader of the winning team will be allowed to place a personal item of his or her choosing in the next town time capsule. Sign up soon to tackle the challenge and have the rare chance to send a message far into the future. That actually reminds me of elementary school. I think we had talked about doing a time capsule when I was in probably grade 7, maybe grade 6, but I think grade 7 was something our office club, I think, had thought about doing. We didn't have student council. We had office club because we were super cool. But I don't remember what came of that. Like, did we ever make one, or did the idea just die? I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that was a conversation we had. It would be neat to have a time capsule. I don't think my high school ever thought about it. I don't have any memories of that. Anyhow, we'll continue the clues challenge. Entry form, team name, Team Danger. It's not the name I would have chosen. It's too bad we couldn't choose the name ourselves as part of the gameplay. Although I suppose we are in the midst of the challenge, so it would have needed to have been decided a little while ago. Team leader, Nancy Drew, naturally. And team members, Ned Nickerson, Bess Marvin, George Fain. So we've got some clues. The blacksmith architect and the framework ham party. And the answer being town founder Ethan Mahoney and the Rackham. Framework equals Rack Gang. Well, the Rackham Gang. Mahoney Anvil Company. Through the round, a lower realm. Could be any circular entrance, a 2-story building maybe. A glittering trail for all to see, a loft ablaze with incandescent flowers. Has to be fireworks. Annual Anvil Days fireworks are set off from the city park with the statue of Mahoney next to Town Hall. Time to search the park. So we see that we are, as I already noted, sort of in the midst of the challenge already. We have these clues that Nancy's already worked out. And I always thought it was a little disappointing that we didn't get to do this as a player, work out these clues that were already sort of thrown in to the challenge after it started. And I mean, for the purpose of the story, it makes sense that we're well underway. And how would we decipher these clues at this point in the game without having any more information, not knowing the town, not knowing the history? I mean, it makes sense not to have us be able to solve these. But I've always thought it would have been nice if we could have solved some of the clues ourselves. All right, and like Nancy said, we're not clicking on a plane ticket. We're going to click on a note because we're not flying anywhere. We're staying in River Heights for this case.
This anagram from the Clues Challenge says I should go check out the thermostat at the old town hall.
It says setting, storage room, action, Tom the Star in the Hold Not Wall. All right, and this actually would have been great if we could have worked out. Again, this is, I don't know if we would have needed context, known a little bit more about the community and the town hall, but I'd like to think this one might have been easy enough for players to start with. And I'm trying to remember if it was, like, I played this game before it was released, but I don't remember if it was a beta version or the completed version. And was this any different? Did they have this set up so that the player had to solve it first? And did beta testers just find that it was too difficult? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering about that. But anyways. Oh yes, must pick my detective level still. Senior detective, as always. The last remaining section of the iron nugget discovered by Ethan Mahoney that was used to create River Heights' first anvil. Well, you actually used the apostrophe correctly. I'm impressed. That is a sad-looking little nugget. There's not much left.
Who's there? Is that an ice cube? What's happening? Oh no! I've got to get out of here!
And instant danger. Okay.
It's jammed shut.
Okay,
I
look at the
better
emergency
hurry.
exits. Need to go right, and left. Okay, and must escape. Okay, so I noted that it would have been nice to solve puzzles and do sort of some stuff right away, which we didn't get to do. But this actually is, you know, sort of action-packed for the start, which is quite nice actually. I remember enjoying this. Thinking, okay, if I can't solve some of the puzzles right away, at least I've got this to start with. This thick black smoke.
I'm trapped. Time to get out of here.
Okay, we're going.
I need to get out of here fast.
Yes, I know, Nancy. I'm trying, but you were talking. Go this way, and this way, and then this way, and out. Ooh, and I have an audience. Alexei actually looks aghast. Oh, they
Nancy
took some
Drew,
time.
what made you decide to burn down the old town hall?
I didn't.
Did you work alone? Who helped you?
What do you mean work alone? I didn't do anything.
Was this politically motivated?
Of course not. I would never.
Back off. No press until we take statements. Please state your name for the record.
Hi, Chief.
Nancy Drew.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
So I love this. We actually get to have a choice. We get to choose what Nancy's going to say. And I think all the answers are accurate. But it's nice that we have some autonomy here.
I was locked in the room where the fire started.
What were you doing there?
I was following a lead for the clues challenge.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
Oh, I got an extra option here.
The fire spread through the whole building in a matter of seconds.
What was the color of the smoke?
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
These are both really good statements, but I can only pick one.
There was a snowflake-shaped ice cube on the thermostat.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Deirdre Shannon, Alexei Markovic, Tony Scolari, and Brenda Carlton.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
Now, this is a question I don't like. I mean, who would ask this, and how would you know? I mean, I think for the purposes of the story they put it in, but I think it's a horrible question.
Yes, I just don't know who did it. I'm not making it up, I promise.
There you have it. A former hero and city icon, rendered speechless. And speechless is the word of the day as onlookers struggle to come to terms with the brazen destruction of the beloved town hall by none other than the girl detective they had once trusted their lives and livelihoods to. Truly a sad day for River Heights. With Heights 9 News, I'm Brenda Carlton. Back to you, Jim.
She seems too close to that burning building.
I still can't believe that happened. You could have been really hurt.
I know. It's lucky that no one else was there.
Did you even see what started the fire?
Yeah, it was really strange. There was this snowflake-shaped ice cube on the thermostat. Hang on. There's someone at the door.
Ooh, flashbacks to Phantom of Venice with that siren.
Chief McGinnis?
My hands are tied here, Nancy.
What are you talking about?
Nancy Drew, you're under arrest for arson in connection with the town hall fire.
I had nothing to do with that.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney. Drew, you're free to make a call.
All right, so we are now basically set up for the main part of our story of Nancy being suspected of arson and having been arrested for it. I did want to talk about that scene. So speaking with Bess over the phone, you may have noticed different colored text, and that's something we're going to continue to see as Nancy speaks with her friends. Each of them has been assigned their own color. So I think that's just meant to make it easier to follow who's speaking, whether you've got sound on or not. That's quite useful. And I liked that when the chief is reading Nancy her rights, you hear Bess in the background still on the phone. I thought that was a really nice touch. So Bess was aware of what was going on. All right, time to call my father. Because Nancy's in some trouble.
You've reached the personal line of Carson Drew. Please direct all business matters to the firm switchboard.
Hi, it's Nancy. I'm in jail. I really could use your help right about now. Please call me as soon as you can. Wait, I don't know if I can even get phone calls in here. I guess I'll keep trying you. When you get this message, don't freak out, okay? You don't need to book the next flight home. At least, not yet. I got a note telling me to go to town hall, and when I got there, it just burst into flames. They think I did it. I think this might be one of those situations where I can admit that I might need a little help. I guess I better get going now. I'll try you again soon. I should call my friends.
Nancy miraculously has a pen with her. Okay, so I'm going to illustrate something here, or the game will, that bugs me so much. I'll start by calling Bess.
Hello?
Bess, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
Note
All
that
right,
line
for now.
and all
I'm not
this.
going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
You're the best, Bess. Remember that wiki we were using for the clues challenge?
The program George put on our phones, right?
Right. Let's all use that to keep in touch. All case information and big clues should show up there.
Good idea.
There's something I need right away.
Just name it.
The reason I went to the town hall was because I was led there by a note. I need you guys to find that note and drop it off at the station for me. I think it might have fallen out of my pocket when I escaped the fire.
Consider it done.
Can you keep an eye on the house until I'm out?
Way ahead of you. Since your dad and Hannah are out of town, we thought it would be best if George stayed at your place for the time being.
How's Togo?
Pretty upset. George's mom is taking care of him back at her place.
Oh, good. Thank you so much.
It's nothing. We're all here for you. Anything you need.
So this is weird. So George is staying at her house, but they have Togo staying at George's house. I feel like George could have taken care of Togo in the house where he lives and is comfortable. So that's a little bit of a strange choice.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Okay, so note the dialogue I pointed out at the beginning of that phone call, and now let's call George.
Hello.
George, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
All right, for now. I'm not going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
Exact same dialogue. Oh, and here we have George's text color. So we had Bess, it was a bit of a purpley magenta. George, we have green.
See you later.
See you later.
And now let's call Ned.
Ned, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
All right, for now. I'm not going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
Exact same dialogue again. So this really bugs me. I mean, they could have tweaked it a little bit, but they didn't. It was all the same, and it has bothered me for years. Every time I play this game, it stands out, and yeah, it just feels lazy. Yeah, don't like it at all. So had to point that out. But I'm sure anyone who's played this game has already picked up on this. If they called everyone, I should say. Oh, and we've got Ned's text color. He is orange. So we're going to have Ned take over.
Your turn to take over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Yes, and I like personalizing their phones in this game. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it brings me much joy. So, what do we have? I do like White Wolf. I do like Train also. I love this cover also. This one's fine. I do like this one. I don't like this one. I think I'm going to go with White Wolf. I like that they are all game covers and they are going to be different for each of Nancy's friends. Let's see, we've got standard ringtone. Some rock music. You know, I like that, but I know that's going to be super annoying, so I won't pick it. I also can't stand that, so we're just going to go with a traditional ring. I could start by going into Warden Life Antiques. Oh no, I won't, because it's closed. Never mind. I can look at the newspaper. Crime Weekly. Arson at the Old Town Hall. History destroyed in burning blaze. And some announcements. River Heights Historical Society's time capsule extravaganza talk delayed from original Thursday 2 p.m. time due to electrical problems. talk has been rescheduled for Saturday at 11:30 a.m. in the conference hall at the Claymore Hotel. Okay. Okay. So, or isn't that he's at the police station? Isn't he? No. He is at Antique Shop. So we're gonna go here where there's a giant hole in the roof. Easy to find, the old town hall. And, oh, the driving. I have to talk about the driving in this game. So, this is an improvement in some ways from the driving in Secret of the Old Clock and Trail of the Twister. I hated driving in those games because I was very accident prone. So it's nice that we don't have to worry about driving into things in this game. However, it makes me feel so nauseous. I can't even watch it. Alright, so anyways, another police tape. But we're just here for a note. Although, I'm just going to note this here for now.
This must be the note Nancy needs.
It is, Ned. Okay. So now we're going to the police station to drop off this note. Oh, yeah, looking at the screen. Bad idea. So, package drop.
I should call Nancy.
That is a good plan, Ned. However, so it gives the police station number, but while Nancy was leaving that message for her dad, she said she's going to have to keep trying him because she wasn't sure she could get phone calls. So apparently she can.
Were you able to find the note?
Yes.
Great. If you can put the note in the drop box at the police station, I'll pick it up and take over from there.
Already done.
I'm turning the case over to you.
Nancy Drew, taking over.
Listen, I'm just doing my job here, Nancy, but I don't see any need to keep you locked up. If you want to prove your innocence, I'm not going to stand in your way. This is a police station. Don't let me catch you messing with anything. Get me? Don't let me catch you. One more thing. We've got an evidence board in the station we track cases with. If any compelling evidence were to show up regarding your case, I would consider taking a look.
I've just recognized his voice. It sounds like the voice of Gray, who we haven't met yet. He's in The Deadly Device. That does sound like his voice. Yeah, small thing here. I kind of don't like the order of that. I feel like Ned shouldn't have been able to drop off that note until after Chief McGinnis had let Nancy out. I almost feel like Nancy shouldn't have been able to call her friends or have them take over until after this had just happened. So, yeah, that sequence is a little off if you don't play it quite right. Let's take a look around our forensics department. So we can analyze a sample here. That's all we can do in here. And then we've got suspect profiles on the board.
This is the case board. Track your case on it. You got enough to pin this on someone else? Push that button and give me a call.
And I see the note has already been
It
collected.
would have been nice if they had focused on any other suspects.
Although these are the people that Nancy pointed out or noted that she had seen. So, anyways. Locked. Alright. My jail cell and my phone. DK daughters.
There's no card in here.
So I have to get a little memory card.
I'd better not use this phone.
I know. I just wanted to click on it. We've got this computer over here, a fingerprint scanner, which will be used.
I need to find the password. Maybe it's somewhere around here.
Okay, so one more thing I'm going to have to find. Investigating Arson by Gilbert Gronkowski. So, important information. I'm not going to bother reading it. Oh, yes, and snacks.
Snacks. Oh, Hannah, you always know how to cheer me up.
Sweets from Sweetie Pie's Deliveries. Nancy, I'm on my way back from your Aunt Eloise's. I can't stand the thought of you being held by the police. What were they thinking to arrest you? My flight doesn't arrive until late tonight, so I'm sending you these power snacks until then. You'll need the energy to be cracking this case. Love, Hannah. That's thoughtful. Cocoa Kringle sounds nice. I'm instead going to get Raging Inferno's fiery cinnamon balls. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be good. Yeah, so I can't leave, but this is where I would receive or pick up items that have been dropped off. Charles Cheeseburger Head says, stay in shape by exercising and eating right. You are what you eat. All right. Pollute. And get the boot. Oh, I see. I thought this was an R. Okay. Anyways. And we need to overhear a conversation.
So, you're calling to say you lost the evidence locker key? Oh, that's some great police work there, rookie.
I'd better listen in.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you see it last? Pancake City? I don't recall Pancake City being part of your beat. Go find that key.
I should send someone to Pancake City to find that key.
Is there a lot of crime in Pancake City?
So we can keep
Well, it's good to
eavesdropping
know
on this
the
conversation.
mean streets of Pancake City free from crime.
but I won't.
No, it doesn't make
Or
you
maybe.
angry to have you embarrassed. Go find that key. Flip Pancake City over if you have to, but find that key.
Anyways.
Not just asking if that was
Okay. Moving on, because I might listen to that forever otherwise. Okay. Anyway, I don't have to dial, I can actually clip names here. Let's have George deal with this.
Hello.
I found the police investigation board.
Perfect.
It looks like we're on the right track so far. They've narrowed everything down to just a few suspects.
Which you
do they
scoffed at a
suspect?
moment ago.
Tony from over at Scoop, Alexi from the antique store, Brenda Carlton, and Deirdre. And, of course, me.
Good. We'll keep an eye on all of them. That includes you. I've got my eye on you, Drew.
Thanks, and you ain't got nothing on me, 'cause I'm innocent, see?
Yeah, so Nancy sort of scoffed at the board, saying it would be nice if they had looked at other suspects, and yet she's saying that, oh, obviously we're on the right track. Yeah, there's some inconsistency there. That's a problem.
I need your help finding a key.
All right, what's the story?
I need to get into the evidence locker. Detective Ryan lost his key. I need one of you guys to find it.
Sure thing. Any idea where we should look?
Yes, try checking out Pancake City.
You got it.
I know I need to call Carson, but while I've got George on the line, I'm just going to do this part first.
It's your turn to take the case.
I'm on the case.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I was going to say, oh, yes, because we're at Nancy's house, and oh, yes, her phone. And George has an extra icon or app on her phone. I don't think Ned had the camera. Games. What are our games? We've got Double Take. Are these renograms? Yes, they are. Go away. And I love this game. But I'm not going to play them. I've got this game to play. But I will change her phone. So, Ghost Dogs. I love that game. I love this art. This is one of my favorite game covers. I have a puzzle of this that I got from Her Interactive years and years ago. And almost got one of the White Wolf cover that I put for Ned's phone. But then didn't, and then Her Interactive changed their store and it's not available anymore. And yeah. It's not exciting. That's kind of freaky, although, I mean, George was in Tokyo with Nancy on this case, so it's kind of an appropriate choice. I do love this cover. George was also present for this mystery. She looked different in that mystery. Oh, my favorite game. But, you know, I'm going to go and do Ransom of the Seven Ships. I just think that's very fitting for George. And I do love this cover. This is one of my favorite box arts for the games. What are her ringtones? Also very fitting, given the background. No. Not bad, but no. We're going to stick with the normal ringtones. Probably what I'm going to do for everyone. And I'm actually going to look at around the house first. So we've got our nice little bright, spacious living room. I love the palette they've chosen. It's very light and serene, open and warm. Togo's dog bed. Yeah, oh, newspaper. Town Hall fire sparks investigation by Brenda Carlton. Grove Street Bridge to close for annual inspection. Yeah, on the lighter side. It was a bit easier for River Heights residents to stick to their diets yesterday after the unexpected daytime closing of Scoop. The proprietor was greeted by a mob of angry ice cream aficionados upon returning to her landmark ice cream shop an hour later at 2:45. That's kind of important. Okay, so there's that room, and we can't go this way, but we can go up the stairs. I love that there are these old-fashioned paintings on the wall. I love this little book nook. Oh. And I love this. So this is a picture of Bess and George at Shadow Ranch. Of course, when we played Shadow Ranch, we know Bess and George eventually got there, but we never saw them. So I like that her interactive thought to create this picture for this game. It's perfect because, again, they were there. We just didn't see it happen. So they've made it happen for this game. That's just great. It's brilliant. I like this photo. Antiquities exhibit declared a fraud. So Nancy's dealt with this antiquities case. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Dear Nancy, from teaching our cake decorating class this summer to being the greatest amateur sleuth ever, we can't imagine what River Heights would be like without you. And thanks for everything you've done and taught us. Here's our special tribute to you. Your Sweetie Pie's cake decorating students. And Sweetie Pies is where those snacks from Hannah came from. So I remember when they did this, I sent in a picture with my cake, and it is pathetic in comparison to these incredible creations that we'll see here. So, like, this is insane. I think these first three are the main winners of this contest, but like all the detail. I couldn't do this. I wouldn't dare try. But I think I know who this person is. I don't know if he was into Nancy Drew at the time, but familiar face. How creative. Hold the phone. Her shirt. Okay. Shirt looked really familiar with the word on it, but it's cut off. Interesting. I don't know if that's meant to be a person's name or a community. I might know that community if it's... Oh my goodness. I've never noticed this before and I'm having a minor freak out. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on. Giant Cocoa Kringle. Oh my god. All these little cupcakes along with a giant cake. That's impressive. Whoa! Car. Oh my word. A whole house? My goodness. Like, so much time must have been put into these. Unbelievable. Holy mackerel. Like, I am impressed. Kudos to all of these cake bakers. Yeah, mine really was pathetic in comparison. Mine was just like a cake that had like Nancy Drew written on it and like mandarin slices around the edges and icing, and it was very, very plain. Anyways, okay. Oh, I love this little nook here too. I want this. Okay, I'm getting a bit sidetracked, but I do love this house. It is one of the things I like about Alibi and Ashes. Some of the dimensions, like Nancy's room, seem a little bit too big, but I do love this house. It's not how I envisioned the Drew home, but it's okay. I'm going to look at these because at the end of the game, this could be important for a Trivia Tamer Award. We've got all these souvenirs that have sometimes appeared on Nancy's desk. We've got the ship from Ransom of the Seven Ships, mask from Phantom of Venice, little bobblehead monster from Captive Curse, sheep from Haunted Castle Malloy. This, I think it's a stone work of these whales from Deirdre and Bess Island. Really multicolored paint. This horse or pony rather. It's a pony from Secret of the Old Clock. This statue is from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Little hula girl from Legend of the Crystal Skull. Guardians at Waverly Academy mug. Haunted carousel, little carousel figurine. This pyramid is from White Wolf of Bicycle Creek. This could be from one of two games. It could be from Legend of the Crystal Skull or Haunting of Castle Malloy. I think Castle Malloy had. There are two games that had these bottles. Yeah, was Castle Malloy one of them? Certainly Legend of the Crystal Skull. Anyways, I don't know what this bottle's from. Is this meant to be... Like, it doesn't look like the bottle's from Danger on Deception Island. Is it from Rats with the Seven Ships? That one I don't know. I'm not sure about. Anyways, this is Nancy's bedroom. Yeah. What a beautiful little area. Her desk. Yeah, well, we don't really need to look at the case file. We've done that. We can snoop through her drawers. Nancy drew Thursdays to do. Order new luggage because it is continuously getting lost. And this battery, I remember the first time I played this game, it stood out and I thought, oh, okay, well, clearly I'm going to have to make note of this. This battery is going to be important. This little figurine is from both The Curse of Blackmore Manor and Legend of the Crystal Skull. And here we have... This is going to be important. I need filing cabinet. So this I have a picture of. We're going to need this. None of the others. And oh, there's Maya, a photo of Maya Wen. Oh, Brady Armstrong. This little pamphlet from Treasure of the Royal Tower at Butter Ridge. Phone charms. Oh, that's the Malone house. So, wrong thing. One thing I do like about this game, and it's 25th game, and it's in some ways like Secrets Can Come Remastered. It pays homage, it seems to me, to the series. I mean, it takes place in River Heights. We haven't had a game taking place in Nancy's hometown before. But we have all these references to the past games. So we saw those souvenirs, these things in our drawers, even the phones, the backgrounds available. Yeah, so we've got all these tie-backs to other games. It's kind of a freaky picture of Ned. I don't like it. Nancy, here's a case for you to solve. A mysterious sleuth has stolen my heart. She's daring and captivating, with flowing Titian hair, dazzling eyes, and a smile that makes my heart skip a beat. The very thought of her fills my heart with joy, even when we're half a world apart. When she's gone, the clocks trudge on with a maddeningly deliberate slowness I can barely stand. I'm sure you'll figure this one out in no time flat. Love, Ned. Cute. On the case, okay, this is good to know, information about accelerants. So again, I'm not actually going to read it, and that is currently locked. Oh, we didn't look at Nancy's bed over here. Yeah, it's a cute little bedspread, cozy. This I believe is the same artist whose name I can't think of. I believe it starts with an M. But we saw his work in the final scene on day one. We had a puzzle involving one of his pictures. So yeah, there's another tie back. Yeah. Yeah, just I love this house. I want this house. But now I'll leave the house and get to go to Pancake City. Wherever Pancake City may be. Oh, right there. I can't watch the storage drive because it makes me very nauseous.
Detective Ryan, I think you said he was going to Mabel Rose's?
Thanks, Tino Balducci. Yeah, there are a bunch of places we can sort of drive to, but not entirely. Like, we're not going to go to the airport, but we could click there. Same with Harrison Park. Old Town Hall, of course. Riverfront Park. What else do we have? River Heights Mall. Scoop. River Heights Zoo. I didn't think they were big enough to have a zoo. The schoolyard. Antiques. Madame Dugard's Dance Academy. Pizza Palace. Drew home. The Fane home. The Marvin home. cemetery. Maple Roses is over there. We'll get there eventually. So let's see what else there is. Police station. Okay, Maple Roses. Why am I watching the screen?
Detective Ryan? I think he went to the antique shop.
That voice is familiar too. Yeah, that sounds like a version of George. But anyways, yeah, so we do a little bit of driving around. And this should now be open. It is. Well, let's meet one of our suspects.
Hello.
Have you seen Detective Ryan?
The 12-year-old cop. Yeah, he's been here. He left something behind. Did he leave it behind to torment me? Possibly not. Is it tormenting me? Yes, it is. Can't figure the blasted thing out. It's on the new arrival shelf.
Cool beans. You know, while we're here, we might as well interrogate him.
Did you hear about the fire?
Of course.
Oh, well, okay.
What do you know about the old town hall fire?
No more than anyone else.
Very brief answers.
Are you the Alexi from the old stories around here?
That was a long time ago.
I can't believe that's actually you. You were the original kid detective. You should advertise that, put it on your sign or something.
That's not who I am now.
But it's something to be proud of.
Just let it go. It's my past, not yours.
Duly noted.
Goodbye.
Until next time.
So one thing, like, I like Alexi, and I like his voice, his manner of speaking. He's an interesting character. But he's always seemed, like, weirdly proportioned. He's super long, and it doesn't seem natural, and it's always really bothered me. Like, man, those legs just seem too long. He's too tall. And this is coming from someone who lives in a family of very tall people. Just the proportions are not quite right. Okay. That's the new arrival shelf, but I'm just going to do some snooping while I'm here. Ooh, let's pick
I
up
can't
that.
do this right now.
That's locked, and he probably wouldn't want me looking through it anyways. River Heights Gazette, a blast from the past. Familiar face here. I wonder, are these all employees of Her Interactive from one point in time or another? Yeah. I will... Oh, this is from Haunted Castle Malloy. I got another tie back. I'll talk to Alexi about the key in a moment, but I want to do this first. Because I think he's going to get mad, and I'd rather...
Detective Ryan brought in something pretty strange. There's a key under there.
Alright. So, 3 and 1. I think it's the same... Yeah. Okay. So, they all do the same thing. So I can start anywhere. Okay. Okay. If I do this... I don't know about this. That's not quite what I want. Nope. Probably could work this out. Oh, here we go.
I won!
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult.
I bet this is what Nancy was looking for.
205. Okay.
I might need this.
Yes. And I will need to eventually play this, but I might as well do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that was quick. Where's 6? 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 38, 40. Ooh! Actually did
It looks like I won something.
First try. Oh my goodness. That never happens. Excellent. Excellent, indeed.
Salutations.
What's the story with this alarm key?
I have never seen that in my life.
Ooh.
I found it right here.
I don't know how it got there. I had nothing to do with this fire. Nothing. I'm not going through this again with you people. Once is enough.
What do you mean?
After all I've gone through, you want to hang me out to dry again. Well, it's not going to happen. You got it? Get out of my store.
What? Why?
I said leave.
Yeah, he blows up pretty quickly, and that is why I decided to do all this stuff first. Okay. Okay, let's drop off a few things. That key as well as these. Alright. Call Nancy at the police station.
Hello?
We found a fire alarm key at Alexi's shop.
Did he say anything about it?
He flipped.
Really? What did he say?
He said that he didn't want to go through something like this again.
Interesting.
What do you think he meant?
I don't know. I'll ask my dad. He seems to know a lot about everyone in town.
Yeah, I definitely have to call Carson next.
How's the investigation coming?
All right. It looks like I'm going to be able to use some of the equipment around here. If I don't get caught, that is.
I don't understand why they won't just let you out.
Since all of the evidence is stacked against me, they want a little proof that I didn't do it.
Still, it doesn't seem fair.
Trust me, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
What was it like being in the fire? Were you scared?
Absolutely.
No
It
doubt.
just spread so quickly. Whoever set that fire knew what they were doing.
From everything we've been hearing, you're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, no
Until
doubt.
we catch the arsonist, the station might actually be the safest place for me.
Good point.
I'm turning the case over to you.
Nancy Drew, taking over.
Right, need to call Carson. I did want to make a comment, because I forgot to say it earlier, about Chief McGinnis. I do like the way he's portrayed in this game. Some of the series, the different Nancy Drew series, portray him quite differently. To me, he is a bit more like he is in the yellow hardcovers in this book, but although slightly rougher, but he's willing to give Nancy space and to let her investigate. And I like the way he approaches things, how he delivers his lines. You know, don't let me catch you. So you can do this. You shouldn't, but it's going to be okay. Just don't let me see you do it. Yeah, I just think that was really good. I like the way they've created Chief McGinnis for this game.
Nancy, I just got your message. Are you okay?
I'm in jail, so things could be better.
Still?
Still, they're blaming me for the fire at Town Hall.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they think you'd have anything to do with something like that? Are they treating you okay?
Well, so far.
I'm dropping everything and I'm coming home. Hang tight. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Dad, you don't need to rush home all the way from Australia.
This
I
is
can
the thing.
take care of this myself. I just need a little help.
Nancy, I've always thought you were very responsible, but this is not something you should try to take on yourself.
I certainly won't turn down help.
That's my girl. I've got a lot of favors to call in, so even though I'm far away right now, I'll be able to help.
Ooh.
Right now, I'm going to see if I can't get you out of jail. I'm going to make some calls. Keep me updated.
Will do.
Yeah, the text didn't match up. It had written, even though I'm so far away, he didn't say the word so.
Chief McGinnis let me out of the holding cell.
That's great news.
But I can't go home until I find more conclusive proof that it wasn't me who set the fire.
It's a good start. I'm going to keep working to get you out.
And I'm going to keep working on the case.
Nancy, I know I don't have to remind you of this, but be careful. You could land in some serious hot water if you impede the investigation in any way.
I'll be careful, I promise. What exactly is Alexei's story?
He was just like you, a very popular detective. He used to be known as the Magnificent Markovic.
That's him?
Sure is. Or was, I guess.
No fee too small, no case too big?
That should be in quotations.
I guess I always thought those were just stories.
Who knows how true those stories were? It was a long time ago.
I'd better let you go.
Bye.
All right. So, I need to collect evidence. I thought I'd gone the wrong way for a moment. Actually, let's get some more Cocoa Kringle. No, instead it's now Licky Lou's lollipops. Thousands of flavors, 10 in each box. Alright. Lots of sweets for Nancy while she's in the police station. Okay. Let us go to the board. And these keys were found in Alexei's store. Okay. And then evidence locker. Number 205. Okay.
Better find a way to listen to this.
I already have. Computer password. Each row and column must have one number and only one selected. Can't use same number twice. Duly noted. Okay. So to open secure ProMeister locking system, press tabs of locking ports to enter correct combination. All 4 status bars must be lit. Status bars turn on when correct number of port indicators are lit. Port indicators reflect number of corresponding color lights that are currently lit in locking ports. Side-by-side locking ports share a connection, and these pairs cannot use locking ports of the same colors. Connection indicator bar above a pair of ports turns green if connection is valid and red if invalid. All connection indicators must be green. Okay.
All right, my phone.
Yes. And the broken dog biscuit. Nancy's keys. And a lockpicking kit. Which also has matches, and I would assume that's a mirror. Okay, let's open this sucker up. We're just going to start with this one. So we only want 2 colors lit up in each. And we can't have the same ones side by side. So I can't have this dark blue and I can't have yellow, which means I can't do this one, can't do this one. It has to be this one, assuming this is the right one to start with. Okay, so here I just can't have this color. I could try this, so that would finish off the dark blue. So here I can't have dark blue and I can't have magenta, so it can't be that one, can't be that one, has to be this one, which finishes off both yellow and aqua, so I just need this magenta color, and we do have that. Woohoo! Nice and easy.
I'd better see what evidence the police have.
Yes. So this is the booking report for Nancy.
They seized gasoline. I need to find out what was really used to start the fire.
So these are items that were taken from the town hall by Detective Orion. 911 call transcript from Tony.
It looks like the alarm wasn't working at the time of the fire. I need to find out why.
Okay. And let's listen to those interviews. I like this part. This is kind of neat.
Please state your name for the record.
Nancy Drew.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
I was locked in the room where the fire started.
What were you doing there?
I was following a lead for the Clues Challenge.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
The fire spread through the whole building in a matter of seconds.
What was the color of the smoke?
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
There was a snowflake-shaped ice cube on the thermostat.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Deirdre Shannon, Alexei Markovic, Tony Scolari, and Brenda Carlton.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
Stupid question.
Yes, I just don't know who did it.
Yeah, so all of my choices were read there, so that's great. But let's listen to what the others had to say.
State your name for the record.
Deirdre Shannon.
Where were you during the fire?
On the side lawn.
What were you doing in the area at that time?
I was out jogging.
Did you notice anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
The strangest part was that the building was on fire.
What color smoke did you see?
I don't know. Smoke-colored smoke?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Yes. It took a very long time for the fire department to arrive.
Do you really want to start down that path with me, Shannon? Because I don't think you do. Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
No, I don't think I did.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
I thought you had that part all figured out.
Alright, so there's Deirdre's, it's not a testimony, but her interview. Next is Tony.
Please state your name for the record.
Antonia Scolari.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
On the side lawn.
What were you doing there?
Canvassing the area. It's election season, which reminds me. Let's chat when you're done here.
What was the color of the smoke?
He sounds so bored.
Is this the thing I need to know? Couldn't really tell. I can tell you that it did not smell great.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
For an old abandoned town hall, there sure seemed to be a lot of folks hanging around.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Yes. Brenda Carlton, Nancy Drew, Alexi too. And it's not the first time I've seen him creeping around that area.
Did you believe someone intentionally started the fire?
Again, stupid
if
question.
so, who?
Whoever it was is going to pay. I'll see to it personally.
I keep shaking my head whenever that question about, do you think someone started the fire, is asked. Drives me nuts.
State your name for the record.
Brenda Carlton, Heights 9 reporter.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
I was working that beat, so I was in the neighborhood.
What were you doing there?
Working? I already said that.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
I've covered a lot of fires, and they all look different. I wish I could tell you more. The main takeaway here is that thankfully no one was inside at the time.
Well, Nancy
was. What was the color of the smoke?
That I know. It was a nice, thick, almost supple gray. It really popped nicely with the light setup I was using.
Oh, I thought it was black.
Usually you see thin black strands that are hard to pick up on camera. This was nice. Really looked sharp.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Yes. Nancy Drew exited the building while it was burning.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Yes, Nancy, of course. The Shannon girl was there. Councilwoman Scolari and Alexi, the owner of the antique store, were there as well.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? Who?
In my line of work, we're not allowed to jump to conclusions. But when Nancy Drew strolls out of a burning building looking guilty, I'd say you've got your answer right there.
I really like how she lists off the names of the other people she sees. It's not verbatim across all of the interviewees. You know, she says councilwoman rather than just Tony. You know, gives it a bit more diversity in just the answers and going through these interviews. And our last one.
State your name for the record.
Alexei Markovic.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
His tone is very different.
I was out for a walk in the area.
What made you go for a walk?
It was a nice night. Do I need any more of a reason?
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
Well, the whole thing was strange. That fire shouldn't have taken hold. The sprinkler system should have kicked in and doused it.
What color smoke did you see?
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Such as what? The entire vent was strange by nature.
Who else did you see at the fire?
I saw some people. I don't know. There was a lot going on. It was hard to focus.
Do you have reason to believe that someone would have started the fire on purpose?
Absolutely not. That building is the heart of this town. There isn't one person in this town cruel or reckless enough to destroy it.
So one thing I noticed, and I kind of pointed out, is Chief McGinnis changes his approach and manner, his tone, when asking these questions to each suspect. Yet, when Nancy calls her friends at the beginning of the game, the dialogue is all the same. So why were they able to diversify this? And it wasn't just tone. Some of the wording was actually different. Why did they do it here, but not with the introductions, introductory phone calls? Really bugs me. This was done really well. But you look back on those first phone calls, could have been better. Yes, I can do this now. I know I don't start with 1. You never start with the first one. Let's see. Okay, let's try 2. So it could be a 1 or a 4. Start with 4 just because it's there. And 3. No, there's no 1. That doesn't work. 1, 3. No. Nope. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work. Let's try 1 and a 3, which leaves a 2 and a 4. Doesn't work. If I try 4, it would be 2 and a 3. Nope. 2. I've got a 1 and a 4 that would be left.
Got it.
There we go. Okay. So, nothing in the recycling bin. So this is for when we upload fingerprint scans. So we don't have anything right now. And eventually we'll use Ticket Shark, but again, not yet. Alright, so now we have access to the computer. Okay. What now? Nancy needs some evidence and stuff, and George has the thing. Oh, I haven't set up her phone yet. Okay. She has a camera too. She also has one of my favorite game covers, and well, covers for one of my favorite games. Let's see, what are our options? I do like this one for Shadow Ranch. I don't like it when there are people on the front. Again, I don't like it when there are people on the front. I hate this game. There's another person on the front. So, I like Message and Haunted Mansion a lot, but I think I'm gonna go with Shadow Ranch. I like the coloring of it. Nice track, but I won't use it. No. No. So, standard ringtone. So let's call George.
What's up?
I need you to do
I need a
this.
sample from Town Hall to test for possible accelerants.
Okay, how do I do that?
You'll need to find a clean, all-glass container with a lid.
She's already
It
got
needs to be small enough to fit in the chromatograph. You're on your own for that, but I bet you can find it if you look around.
All right, check. Then as for the sample...
Try to get a sample as close to the point of origin as possible.
Point of origin?
Where the fire started. It was right near the thermostat.
We'll get it for you, don't worry.
Yeah, so this is why I called George, because she picked up that little glass jar in Alexi's store, so it has to be her.
The case report says that the town hall alarm was tampered with. Can you check it out?
You got it.
It's your turn to take the case.
I'm on the case.
So she can address both of those matters. Oh, I keep forgetting. I was going to check the wiki on the phones. Not that actually matters, but I'll do that when I call Nancy back. So it's time to sneak in.
Oh wow, this looks bad. I'm glad Nancy could make it out.
Mm-hmm. So, that piece of evidence is gone. Noted that in the report.
The alarm's been turned off. I'd better tell Nancy.
Yeah, so that's important.
I need to find the point of origin.
Man, this is such a mess.
That must be the point of origin. I should take a sample.
And the thing you have to worry about is the structure's not safe. It's not sound, so really could come tumbling down on George. So, that's why it's roped off. You don't want to enter a building like this. Okay, let's go to the police station. I was thinking, can I just call Nancy? No, I have to drop off the evidence first. Nancy.
Hi.
The fire alarm at Town Hall had been switched off.
My dad knows the people who run the city alarm systems. I'm going to see if they can give us a little more information.
I have to call him about that.
I'm turning the case over to you.
I'm on the case.
But I'm not going to call him yet, because I will have to call him about something else in a moment. on. So, time to run the sample.
I need to figure out which accelerant matches these figures.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yes, now I can call Carson.
Hello?
I need help interpreting some sample data.
All right. What do you need?
I have data from a gas chromatograph, but I don't know what the output means.
I think I may have just the thing you need at the office. I'll have it dropped off to your friends just to be sure it gets to you.
Perfect. I'll have my friends keep an eye out on the fireplace mantle for the delivery. Thanks.
I feel like this always takes forever to come, so I really wanted to make sure I called him about this.
I just found out something big about the alarm system. I think I need your help.
I'm at your disposal. What do you need?
I think that the alarm was disabled at the old town hall. I need you to look into it.
Now that is a big break. I think I may know just the person to talk to about that. Give me a call back in a few minutes.
Oh, I was going to ask about getting me out of jail, but I have to call him back in a few minutes anyways. Okay. Well, I suppose I could have Nancy's friends actually start investigating. Yes, let's become Bess.
Hi, Nancy.
I need you to take over.
Bess, reporting for duty.
Okay. Oh, I do like this one. Oh, and I can't use my phone here. Yeah, Haunted Carousel, that's a good one. Oh, wait. The journal, or the wiki. So it actually starts at the bottom. So Clues Challenge update, it's Rackham. 3 more, and the Clues Challenge is ours. Maybe not Scoop. And it goes through all of what's been going on. It's being arrested, evidence, and whatnot. So, yeah, just wanted to take a look at that. Let's see. Am I keeping the carousel? Don't like that cover. I don't like that cover. Very pink cover. I do like that one. This would be appropriate for Bess, but you know what? I really like that carousel. And that's a good one. Matches Bess and kind of fits with this, but it would get annoying. Oh, I love that one too. But I'm just gonna stick with a regular ringtone. Okay. Hello, Deirdre.
Hey there. Didn't expect to see you here. I thought you'd be jailing it up with that firebug friend of yours. Shouldn't you be baking her a cake with a saw in it or something?
Hi, Dee Dee.
Deirdre. I know it's got that tricky second syllable, but I figured it out by age 2. Don't give up. You'll get there.
So I don't think you can have this conversation with Ned, but you can with George as well as Bess. I think it's best coming from Bess just because of their animosity.
I think you look like a Dee Dee.
And I think you look like you got dressed in the dark. If you want to talk to me, and let's face it, most people do, don't call me Dee Dee.
Where were you during the fire?
Are you investigating me? That's so cute. You were just priceless.
I'm serious. Where were you?
I was in America.
I know that. I need you to be more specific.
I was in the United States of America, present day. True story.
You're not helping.
If you think that I'd set the fire, then you are beyond helping.
You're going to have to tell us what happened eventually.
Or what? You can't make me do or say anything. I know my rights.
This is such a weird question.
Would you say that you hated the old town hall?
You guys just don't stop, do you? I did not start the fire. Bye. Later.
So she gives this snooty look, which would be to Bess, but, you know, I'm Bess right now, so that doesn't quite work. And now let's meet Tony.
Well, hey there, kid. How are you holding up?
I'm okay.
Sorry to hear about your friend. Never expected something like that from her. This must have been pretty rough on you.
She didn't do it, really. You've got to believe me.
Bess, I believe you. I believe that's what you think. We never know what someone is capable of until it's too late.
She's innocent. Really innocent. I know it.
All right, all right. I wasn't trying to upset you, Bess, I promise. You're very protective of your friends, and that's a good thing. She's got a lot of evidence stacking up against her right now. You can't deny that.
Tony is, without a doubt, my favorite of the characters in terms of her appearance and animation. She has always stood out to me. She looks so realistic. Her Interactive did just a fantastic job with her. I'm just so impressed. Yeah, I just really enjoy looking at the way they created her. Yeah, I'm amazed.
Are you running for a new term?
Yes.
How's that coming?
It gets harder every election cycle. People will do anything for money or exposure. You have to play hardball to stay alive out there.
Why did you close the shop yesterday?
Oh, Bess. It's not good. It's just me. I had to let the staff go.
I'm sure it'll pick up.
Thanks, Bess. I hope you're right.
I know the case against Nancy looks pretty strong, but I consider you a friend. Maybe you could help?
You're a good friend, Bess. Just make sure you're not sticking your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve your trust.
Where were you during the fire?
I really shouldn't be talking about this. Okay, this off the record?
Yes.
I was out canvassing the area, planting signs, shaking hands, the whole thing, you know? And suddenly, I see smoke and run to check it out. When I get there, the whole town hall is lit up, just like out of Hollywood or something. Unbelievable. That's where my first job was, you know?
You worked in Hollywood? That's awesome!
No, I worked in that building. That was a billion years ago. Oh, would you believe that back then I shared an office with Tommy Lindenson? He's city council upstate now. Such a cutie. Most of the good-looking ones are dumb as a big box of stupid, but not him. Hard to keep my eyes on my work when he was around. Listen to me. You don't care about that. The fire. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
I called it in, and then I waited for the fire department to show up. That's the end of that.
Who did you see at the fire?
I saw Nancy, but you knew that. Saw Alexi, too.
Ooh, there should be a comma there.
Do you think Alexi would have started the fire?
Between you and me, that one's a walking cautionary tale.
What's that mean?
It's not my place to talk about it. Sorry, Bess.
So, you know, that's good. That's actually kind of professional and respectful. She's not going to get into it. Although maybe she shouldn't have, you know, hinted that there's something there.
Another order of ice cream?
Sure.
So many options. So we've got shakes, we've got bowls of ice cream, and floats. Who wants moon chunk? That's disgusting. The bacon blast is also throwing me off a little bit. Maybe we'll go for more of a standard of a brown cow.
I love ice cream.
Me too, Bess. Me too. Yeah. So I like coming into Scoop, and I like Tony because, again, she just looks so realistic. It's just giving me a really terrifying stare right now. Go away. Let's not leave the cursor on her. Yeah, that was intense. And Swap a Lot. Love Swap a Lot. I have to play this at some point, so I'm going to play it now. Okay. Was this one the? No, this one's probably the. Yes. I see the word should. Actually, it's going to go here. Because this is going to be shouldn't. This is suspect. No, it's not. This one. Something to suspect. Like, I kind of know this line, and yet it's not totally coming to me. Oh, this should be but. But if the... This is going to be a person. And this will be suspect, right? But if the person I suspect the least is the person I should... Or is this should? Oh, maybe this one is should. there's two shoulds. There's should and shouldn't. But if the person I suspect the least is the person I should suspect, this will be suspect again. The most. Shouldn't I then go back to suspecting him the least? Okay. The thing didn't happen. Probably have to wait until later. Come back. Oh yeah, we've got this map of River Heights, which is really cool.
What's up?
What do you think about Tony?
She's got a lot of pull in this town. Who knows what she could be trying to get away with?
Until next time.
See ya!
I don't think I have any evidence. No. Can't use my phone here. Go this way. Oh, actually, I know what I'm gonna do. It pains me every time I'm gonna do it. Oh, but I haven't talked to Brenda either. So, let's have our painful moment first.
Oh! Oh no!
How will you be paying for the vase you broke?
I don't know if I can afford it.
I don't like you. You break things.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did you hear that vase? She's sorry that you made the long trek from China to Europe where you survived 2 world wars and countless natural disasters. Only to be unceremoniously kicked to death by some space cadet for no reason! Not that that matters now that you are dead!
I'm sorry, it was an accident. I didn't do that.
Oh, well, if it was an accident, then I'm not mad.
Really?
I thought your generation was supposed to be good with sarcasm. Scram, kid! Give me some space to mourn! Do us both a favor and stay out!
Poor Bess. So, Bess will not be talking to Alexei. And we're going to see a little bit more of this, but the game does sort of set it up so certain friends of Nancy's are better to talk to other suspects. Let's talk to Brenda. We haven't talked to her yet.
Hi.
Hello.
Will you help us let the town know that Nancy's innocent?
I'm not fully convinced that's true. Plus, that's not how things work.
But she is innocent.
Then why is she in jail?
Because she's been framed.
I've been working the crime beat here for a while, so I can safely say that people claim they've been framed all of the time. So far, not one has been able to prove it.
That's why we need your help.
I do the news, not charity. Plus, this is a good story. A heroine falls from grace. A once grateful town turns its back. The final clue is found.
She's so dramatic.
Listen to how good that is. I don't even have to try to make the story interesting.
Aren't you worried about seeing justice done?
No. I'm a reporter. If people cared about seeing justice done, I'd report on it. But they don't, so I don't.
Yeah, this is a problem. And I don't know how this is all across the globe, but certainly reporters should be ethical, in my opinion, because they're meant to be reporting news. I mean, if they're going to be reporting on gossip and celebrities, I think that's a whole other story. I think it's unnecessary. But if you're reporting news, you are unbiased, you are bipartisan, you just report facts. And if you're not sure if it's a fact, then you are careful with your language and use terms like alleged or suspected connection, but you don't, make statements that are not based on fact. And Brenda here is not what I would consider a journalist or a reporter. No, she sullies the name of reporters.
Can you tell me what happened at the fire?
Are you asking me for my statement?
Yes.
I already gave that to the police.
I'd just like to hear it from you. We're asking everyone.
Oh, good luck with that. Now, let's get to brass tacks. What's the real story with Nancy Drew?
She's not guilty.
It's not up to me to decide innocence or guilt. It's up to the public.
And in some ways there is truth to that. I mean, the public often will make a judgment before a case is resolved, which can be quite detrimental.
Actually, it's up to the courts.
Officially, that's true. But the court of public opinion makes its verdict before the actual courts can even schedule a hearing. Guess which one matters more?
And that can be so detrimental. Like, it can ruin a person's life. Opinion and gossip before facts come to light or shared in court. Very dangerous.
What do you think of Nancy?
On the record or off the record?
Just honestly.
So off the record then. I think she's in big trouble and way, way out of her depth.
And on the record?
Well, gosh, she's just another example of what makes this town so special.
So we get a good idea of her opinion of Nancy there.
Were you writing a story about the fire?
Writing? Yes, I was writing a story and broadcasting and webcasting and macro and micro blogging. I own this story.
Are you going to continue reporting on the fire?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing my job. The fire is the biggest thing to happen here since Old Man Crowley's will was found.
Good. I need your help. I need to know everything you know.
In my line of work, you have to work for the answers. If you want to talk to me, you're going to have to give me some good info about Nancy.
I don't like the sound of that.
Nope.
As my dad always used to say, "What are you gonna do, cry about it?" You ready to do this or what?
Yeah, Old Man Crowley, that would be Josiah Crowley, whose will Nancy found in Secret of the Old Clock. So there we go, another tie back. I love it.
Maybe later. Have you turned up anything on Tony?
I'd love to. That's the only thing that could make this story better.
What do you mean?
Tragedy? Government cover-up? Now that's a national story. I would kill for Tony to be wrapped up in this.
Do you think Tony might actually be behind the fire?
My sense tells me no. But my ratings say please, please let it be her.
Why?
She looks all upstanding, but she's on the take. I mean, she just has to be.
What do you know about Tony and the fire?
I've got it on good authority that she was putting the squeeze on the police to take someone into custody. Didn't seem to care who took the fall, as long as it happened fast.
Did she push for Nancy to be arrested?
Doubt she even gave it that much thought. She wanted the fire off her list and in yesterday's headlines on the double.
Oh, this is a painful bit of dialogue, but I'll go through it.
I'd like to interview you about the fire.
All right, do your worst.
Who would want to see the old town hall burn down?
Don't know, don't care. Has Nancy always been interested in starting fires, or is that a recent development?
You didn't answer my question.
So you're reluctant to say. Probably not a recent thing then. Tell me about Nancy's dark side.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Nancy. Okay, my turn.
Wait, you didn't let me ask a question.
Yes, I did. You asked me what I was talking about, and I said Nancy. Speaking of Nancy, is it true that she's been known to skirt the law when she's on a case?
No!
So then she just flagrantly breaks the law. Good to know.
Oh, man.
Stop. That's not what I said. I don't want to be interviewed. I just need to find out what's going on with Nancy.
Okay, all right. I'll put the kid gloves back on. Everyone in this town is so shy. I'd kill for a little verbal sparring now and again. You gotta be primed and ready for the big time. And I get nothing here.
So you're looking to move on in your career?
Yep. Believe it or not, this backwater burg doesn't cut it for me.
Yeah, so that really highlights Brenda's character, that bit of conversation there. She's pushy and she will quite quickly twist words. She's really quite awful. I'm not picking this one because I don't like it.
Bye.
Bye.
And I want to move on. Yeah, so let's go back to Nancy. She needs to call her dad back.
Hello?
Oh. Well, yeah, let's do this.
So Deirdre's going to be about as helpful as George at picking out the latest fall fashions. I say we throw Ned at the problem.
You might be right. I'll talk to him.
What do you think of Deirdre?
I definitely don't trust her, but I don't know what her motive would be for burning down Town Hall.
Do you think Deirdre could really be behind the fire?
We can't discount her. She's been trying to bring me down for years.
You take the lead now.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, I was for a moment thinking, oh shoot, I should have gone to Nancy's house to check the mantle, but it won't be there yet. Let's call Carson.
Nancy, hi.
Any luck getting me out of jail?
No such luck just yet, but I'm working on getting a ticket home.
You don't need to do that. I'll figure this out.
There's no way I can stay here knowing what you're going through back home. I'm getting a ticket home ASAP. You won't change my mind.
Thanks, Dad.
It's the least I can do. I talked to the chief. He's not going to budge.
Oh, shoot.
But look, you do whatever you need to do until I get back. I trust your judgment. If you run into any trouble with the chief, come to me.
Okay. What do I do if I can't clear my name?
Don't worry about that right now.
It's a little hard not to.
If it comes to that, you let me worry about the court proceedings. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you.
I guess I'm lucky that I have a prosecutor for a father.
And I'm lucky to have a daughter who only rarely goes to jail.
Dad!
Okay, I'll upgrade it to almost never. Don't worry, you're not guilty and you've got me in your corner. We'll get through this.
So, what did you find out about the alarm system?
You're right, it was switched off. According to my friend at Heights Security, the alarm was disabled on site at 2:17 the afternoon of the fire. I hope that helps.
You bet it does. Thanks.
Yeah, so that's very important. So on site, and who had the keys? Like, your brain kind of goes there, or were the keys planted?
How's Hannah doing?
She's so sorry she couldn't be here for you. She said she's rushing back home. I told her that we'd take care of things, but you know how she is.
I'd better let you go.
Take care.
Okay, time for Ned. He has to deal with our Deirdre problem.
Hi.
Actually, let's start with us.
I just spoke to my dad. He said the alarm at Town Hall was disabled at 2:17 the day of the fire. Can you check everybody's alibi at that time?
Will do. We'll figure out where everyone was when the alarm was disabled.
Ned, I'm going to need your help with something.
You name it.
I need you to help us out with Deirdre.
How so?
You know how she's always flirting with you?
Oh, no, she's not. She's just nice.
Right, nice, but only ever to you. Does that sound strange?
No, I'm a very pleasant person.
Ned.
I know you're right. It's just a little weird.
It's a lot weird, but this is a desperate times situation.
What do you need me to do?
Pour on that trademark Nickerson charm. See what info you can pry out of her.
You're sure this is okay with you?
I'm not the jealous type, and also I'm in jail and would like to get out.
Those are solid points. You got it.
I'm passing the case to you, Ned.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Alrighty. So yeah, Ned gets to tackle Deirdre, just like Bess does not get to tackle Alexi. So this is a good example of where certain characters are better suited to interviewing or handling other suspects, or particular suspects. First, let's talk to Bess. And let's talk about Bess for a second. So this is the second game where we see Bess and George. We haven't actually seen George yet. We will when we're Nancy. But they look different than they did in Ransom of the Seven Ships. And that has always bothered me for a few reasons. One, I like consistency, so the fact that they look different really aggravates me. But also, Bess, although I think she looks a lot prettier, and to me she's always been described as a very pretty girl, guys are always falling for her, she's too slim. And I mean, that probably sounds awful, but she is depicted as being a little overweight, and she's always weight conscious. She's always concerned about her diet, and this physical appearance doesn't suit that personality and that character, in my view. So it's one of the things that does bother me quite a bit about this game. Just Bess doesn't look right. She's not Bess. Although she loves ice cream, and that is Bess. And there are some funny scenes that will come up with her depending on how I play the game.
Hi.
What do you think Brenda is up to?
Shh, sorry, can't talk about this now. Suspect is on the move. Wait, false alarm. Suspect is just grabbing a snack. Suspect loves snacking.
We need some info from Tony. Can you take the lead since she likes you?
So you got it. Better not do anything interesting when I'm gone.
How's the stakeout?
Pretty good. I don't think she's on to me. On a related note, I have no idea what she's doing.
Want some ice cream?
No, eating ice cream is my cover. But she's been here for like 10 decades. I've already had all of the flavors on the menu. If this investigation doesn't stop soon, forget the new sundress I got. I won't be able to fit in my house.
See, that's a good line. And that sort of ties in with what I was saying before about Bess and her concern about weight. And all the ice cream she's eating.
Bye.
Bye.
Ned! How's it going?
Hi, Deirdre. I'm fine.
Oh, there should be a comma there.
Certainly is.
Ugh.
Are you joining me?
Actually, I just need a little more information from you. Nancy's in trouble.
Sigh. Nedstifer, that girl doesn't deserve you. But I'll help, because I'm wonderful, right?
You could say that.
Great, because I did.
Oh, it's painful, but it's funny.
Could you tell me about what happened at the fire? Please, it's really important.
Nedger,
Ugh.
I've been over this with everyone a million different times. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am actually bored of talking about that fire that I saw.
Please, for me?
Okay, for you. I was out jogging and I saw the fire.
I didn't know you were a jogger.
Yeah, I'm into all of that health stuff.
I love this slurp.
So then what happened?
I saw a bunch of smoke. Brenda Carlton was there, and the antiques guy. Nancy, too.
Did you notice anything strange?
That's a negative.
Why were you at town hall at the time of the fire?
I just was.
You must have been there for a reason.
She
What
was
it?
jogging.
Fine. Just stop giving me that desperate look. I can't handle it. I was following Nancy.
What?
I thought she was cheating, since you guys were so far ahead. So I followed her and found a note someone left for her. I intercepted it. It had a time and a place, so I went. Nothing happened.
Do you still have the note?
Yes, here.
Did it come in that bag?
Yeah. It was raining pretty hard that night. Whoever left it must have wanted to make sure it wouldn't get ruined.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Ned sort of pressing her about why she was really there. I mean, if she was genuinely out for a jog, then she wasn't there for any reason. It was just her jogging route. And I mean, for the purpose of the game, that's why they put it in. But generally speaking, it's just a question you wouldn't ask. I don't like it. A few of these lines, as we've noticed, do bother me. They're not natural.
Do you really think that Nancy was behind the fire?
Don't know. But I do know it's looking pretty rough for her right now.
Where were you at 2:17 on the day of the fire?
I was out on the clues challenge, same as you. Don't believe me? Call Jessica, 555-2741, or Holly, 555-6388.
Can you tell me about Alexi?
What's everyone's deal with him lately? I don't really know much. Apparently, he was accused of some crime when he was younger. No one really trusts him now.
What crime?
I really don't know. Probably something creepy. I mean, he does work in an antique shop.
What do you think of Brenda?
Seeing her makes me want to invest in hair salons and plastic surgery.
Ouch.
You don't seem like a fan.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the whole Heights 9 news team. When news breaks, who will be boring about it? Ugh, I just sort of hate her.
Why?
She's just always so chipper. I hate it. Write down in your notebook that I hate that.
Any other reason?
My dad made her hit list a year back. She just makes stuff up. She dresses up and does hidden camera stings in these ridiculous outfits. Hey, didn't she dress up as Nancy once?
I don't know.
That's not normal behavior there.
You're pretty competitive when it comes to Nancy.
If you say so.
Are you enjoying seeing her in trouble?
I'll be honest. I'm enjoying it a little.
Why?
She's so perfect at everything. It's like, save a little for the rest of us. My parents are always bugging me. Why aren't you more like that Drew girl? She's in whatever stand, just save the blah 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 from the who cares. It gets old.
Yeah, it's quite
and
mean.
Anyway, don't you think that I'd like to be all jet set, dashing across the globe and getting curses put on me and meeting cute guys?
Sure, because that's what everyone wants, is, to be cursed.
Yes?
That was rhetorical, but thank you for playing.
Bye.
Later.
Deirdre's really funny. I do like her as a suspect. I don't like her from the books. I also don't like the series she's from. She's in the Girl Detective series, and she was a new character. But she works really well in this game. I think she was a good addition. Which is also interesting because this game is based off of a case file and a digest paperback, not a Girl Detective book. So it's interesting that they took a character from Girl Detective and put her in here. But anyhow, let's go and check the Drew house. I don't think the thing is going to be there, but might as well go take a look. Oh! Well, okay, I'll check. I realize I have to come here again in a second anyways. Okay. I need to get the fingerprinting kit, so I need to call Nancy, but I'll go to the police station first because I'm going to have to go there to pick it up. Oh, Nancy Drew! Oh, I should call the friends. Actually, let's do that now. Ah, and here's another tie back to another Nancy Drew game. Straight out the water's edge. Avatars, you make it Yumi's.
Hi, Deirdre Shannon gave me your number. Can I ask you a quick question?
Oh, is this dialogue the same?
Sure.
Where were you yesterday around 2 p.m.?
Hanging out with my friends.
Who was there?
Deirdre and Jessica. We were working on the clues challenge.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. You can ask Jessica if you want.
Okay, thanks for your help.
Bye.
Yeah, I think some of that dialogue repeats.
Hello?
Hi, Deirdre gave me your number. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure?
Yep,
Where
same
were
dialogue.
you yesterday around 2 p.m.?
Working on the clues challenge.
Who was there?
It was me and Holly.
What about Deirdre?
Ha! She was supposed to be there. Ended up coming hours later, as usual.
What do you mean by that?
Don't tell her I said this, but she's not a very good team member. She's never where she says she's gonna be. She's always running around, and she'll never say where she's been. I shouldn't have said that. Don't tell her I said that. Oh, I have to go.
That's the voice of Connie from Secrets Can Kill Remastered. Is that the same voice from Mabel Roses too? Ah, there we go.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Yeah, so more repeating dialogue or text, really. Annoying, lazy. Okay, call Nancy.
Hi.
Deirdre gave me a note. She said it was just like the one that led you to the fire.
Great. I have some dusting kits in a locked cabinet in my room. I'll put my keys in the drop box for you.
And this is why I'm at the police station.
I'm turning the case over to you.
Nancy Drew, taking over.
And I might need to call Carson again. I don't remember. But I'm going to do this first. I don't know why I always feel like I have to be in this space. Let's see.
Hello?
No, I guess not.
I need to go. Talk to you soon.
Take care.
Okay, Ned.
Hi.
Your turn to take over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Okay. There we go. Now we've got what we need. Not the phone. Arrow down. Up to the Drew home. I haven't talked about the music yet in this game. It's pretty good. I do like the tracks. They're kind of quiet. Remember, they actually didn't stand out when I first played this game. Oh, I forgot to pick up the keys. No, what did I... Oh my goodness. I picked up the wrong thing. I picked up the lockpicking kit, not Nancy's keys. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. I do need the lockpicking kit. No, I wanted Bess to pick up the lockpicking kit. Oh no, can I put it back? Because that would be great.
I can't do this now.
Shoot. I didn't want Ned to have that. Rats. Oh, rats, rats, rats. This hurts.
You should take over.
I'll take it from here.
Anticipating things and then doing things in the wrong order. No. So annoying. Okay, I'll just call from here.
Hello?
I need you to take over.
Time to help Nancy.
Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. Keys, okay. I know I was saying something when I came to the house. Oh, the music.
How did this end up at the crime scene?
Just a lot of boxes of matches. Boxes of matches. Let's have a snack.
Wow, this is good. This looks like a good place to dust the note.
Yeah, the music's decent. I mean, I think it fits with the game really well. But yeah, when I first played this game, I thought it was a bit bland. Like, it didn't stand out. It's fairly quiet. A bit forgetful.
Nailed it.
Okay. You know what? Before I drop that off, do this thing that I didn't want Ned to do. No, not PlayStation. Oh, good gravy. Scoop. I want to go to Scoop. But then I need to talk to Deirdre. Nope. I'm just gonna keep changing my mind about what I'm doing. I'm trying to think about the sequence of events and trying to be efficient, and I'm really not being efficient by going back and forth. So that can go there, and that can go there. I want that to go there, but it won't let me. Okay, Nancy.
What's up?
You should take over.
I'm on the case.
That's just... This we got from Deirdre. And now we can use this computer. Do some fingerprint scanning. So load the sample and just search the general database. And no matches. So we're going to need to get more samples. First, let's have another snack. Madge's nearly natural chips. Alright. Still no Cocoa Kringle for Nancy. Okay, let's call Ned again.
What's up?
I checked the partial fingerprint from Deirdre's note, but there weren't any matches in the system. If we can get a match against one of the suspects, I might be able to get out. Can you find a way to get prints from everyone?
Yes.
So, this is kind of unnecessary. Except that I guess it's because we want Ned to be the one to distract her. But it feels rather repetitive because I talked to Ned first about the prints.
Ned, we need to get Deirdre's fingerprint. See if you can distract her.
Distract her?
Maybe invite her out on a date. Anything so that we can get her fingerprint.
Can do.
Your turn to take over.
Time to help Nancy.
Okay. I have what I need from there, because I messed up. Let's go to Scoop. Then we got a few things to do at Scoop.
Hi.
How do I know you didn't forge the note you gave me?
Forge the note? Is forgery even a thing people do anymore?
Yes, it happens all the time.
That's stupid. I would have just typed it up, printed it out, cut out the middleman.
No, let's do this.
I was wondering if you...
Yes?
Maybe we could go grab some food together.
Yes, I would like that. I can't go out like this. I'm going to have to go get ready.
But you're out already.
Oh, Nedwin, I know you're used to spending time with Nancy Drew, but not all girls are like that. Some of us find better ways to spend our time than playing detective.
Right, and she's gone. This won't look weird at all if Tony looked out the window.
Got it.
Well, there's Deirdre's.
What's up?
Bye.
See ya.
Hello.
Can you tell me what happened during the fire?
It's still an open investigation. I can't give that information out to just anyone. I am a city official, so I have a certain responsibility here.
Is there anything at all you can tell me about the fire?
Obviously, it's a sad moment in the town's history, but the way this community has responded really shows off what's great about this city and this country.
I don't know how it shows off the country, but okay. It sounds like she's making a speech.
What do you know about Nancy Drew's arrest?
It's sad for her and for this town. A lot of people put their faith and trust in Nancy, and she's really let a lot of people down.
But she didn't do anything.
It's not up to me to decide that. I just know what I've seen. I know that the police force here doesn't take anything lightly. If they've made a decision, I have to stand by it. Oh, excuse me, I have to go get this delivery.
Which means I don't get her fingerprint yet. Rats. But it means I can do this at least.
Why would Tony have these?
Some evidence.
This is just like what Nancy saw at the fire.
Okay. I really need Tony to come back. Well, I can try. I might get in trouble. No, I don't like the sound of not hearing the truck anymore. So I'm going to go to the police station. And just drop this off. Drop that off, and drop that off. And then maybe I'll go back to Scoop. Deirdre's not back. Okay. Ah, good.
Hello.
What's with the snowflake ice cubes?
They're the cutest. Deirdre sent me to the novelty shop, and when I saw them, I just about died. I said, Tony, you get those and you put them in your shop. Don't think twice.
Can you get them in any other shops around here?
Nope. Only right here.
It is too bad that the novelty shop wasn't included as a place to go to. I think that would have been really neat.
Nancy saw a snowflake ice cube, just like what you use here, at the fire's point of origin.
That's some compelling evidence. Does she still have it?
Can I have some ice cream?
I was hoping you'd ask.
Alright, what are you gonna get, Ned? Let's go with a shake. Coffee candy, sure.
I bet I could find a fingerprint on this.
That looks really tasty. Tony, don't look at what I'm doing. It's not suspicious and weird at all.
Got it!
Okay, that's 2 prints down. And now I need her to leave again, so we're gonna play Swap-A-Lot again. Could this be he's? Probably one of the... He's one of the... something. Most... Oh, this is starting to get familiar in my head. 5. He's one of the nicest? Is that what it is? Oh, yes. Oh, I can't think of this next word. Most helpful? Guys I've ever met. Totally. Oh, friendliest, that's what this is. He's one of the nicest, friendliest, most helpful guys I've ever met. Totally creeps me out. Oh, thought I was gonna hear the horn honk. Guess not. Is this... Oops. So? Oh, there it is. Hear Tony leave. Okay. Go over here and open this door.
That's an accelerant.
Okay, good thing to note. Campaign posters. And,
The lock-picking kit might just do the trick.
Okay.
It's locked.
So, I just need my picture of this. So, we need yellow. Yes, good. Starts there, and then red down here, and then blue, and then green. Every second starting with red. So, red.
Can't see inside. I need to figure out how to crack this kind of lock.
Oh, he didn't look at the thing. It's fine. Yellow, blue, green, green, and green a third time. Then blue, and then red. Yellow, and then green, and then blue. Seriously? Is it not going to work because Ned didn't look at that, or did I do it wrong? Let's try one more time. Actually, no. I'm going to go back to the house. Maybe he needed to take a look at that notebook. I had George do it. Over here, right? Okay. Assuming I didn't mess up before. I'll check the mantle while I'm here. No, nothing. Okay. Let's try this again. Which means I'm going to have to wait for Tony to leave again. It just means I'm going to play more double take. Not double take. Stop a lot. Oh, Deirdre's still not back.
Hello, how can I help you?
Why do you have paint supplies here?
It is a never-ending battle to keep this place up. I get a lot of traffic in this shop, and I am constantly fussing and fixing up this place. It never ends.
Can I have some ice cream?
Might as
I
well.
was hoping you'd ask.
Let's just have peachy keen.
Yum.
Oops. Okay, let's try this again. Let's be in. Yes. In my something something. This looks like you. That's gotta be ever. Oh, or over. This could be the. This could also be the. Let's be people. No. Those are the wrong order anyways. Or? Of? And them? Okay. In my... Oh, this might be opinion. In my opinion... Oh! My humble opinion. You should call this case something... oh, okay, I kind of know which one this is. What line this is. In my humble opinion, you... Oh, it's not should. In the case... You hand the case over, right? To the police. You either, right? Does that fit? It does fit. I just want to finish this pressuring. Or keep pressuring something of them until somebody. Pressuring each of them until somebody cracks. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's try this again.
The lock-picking kit might just do the trick.
Yes, we are aware of that, Ned. Okay, let's try this again. So I want yellow down here, and then red, and then blue, and then green. I said every second, right? So start with red, and then yellow, and then blue, and then green, green again, green a third time, and then blue, and then red, and then yellow, and then red, and then blue.
Yes,
Okay, there we go. Worked this time.
What? She really has it out for Nancy.
Attention, what follows is an incomplete list of criminal activities that have involved Nancy Drew or those associated with her detective operation. Ms. Drew's unsanctioned activities are unnecessarily dangerous and do not serve the public interest. Ms. Drew's actions have continuously resulted in large city funds expenditures and drastic drops in public approval. River Heights Police Department is fully capable of managing crime in the city and has proved it can do so quietly and efficiently. Now is the time to send a clear message that the city's tolerance for Miss Drew and her cohorts is quickly reaching an end. Okay, approval rating going down.
What's Tony doing with town hall plans? I should make sure Nancy knows about this.
So, land use of historic building. Demolition development. Okay. Pending still. Anything else? No, good. Okay. Get out of here before I get caught. Okay. Oh yeah, I still have one more. So let's do that. I've got a bundle of things to pick up. Nancy. And I know I still have more prints to get.
It looks like Tony was holding a major grudge against you.
I figured as much. She's never been exactly friendly. Once I get out of here, I'm going to see how serious this grudge is.
We found Tulene in Tony's store.
Excellent work. Tony is starting to look like a promising suspect.
We found some of Tony's files. I think she wanted to develop the town hall site.
So there's a chance that she could have wanted the town hall to burn down. I'm going to see if my dad can help us out with this.
So I have to call Carson.
How's the case coming?
It's not great in here, but I suppose it could be worse. If it weren't for you, this would be the worst experience of my entire life. And I get knocked unconscious and thrown into a dungeon every other week.
Yeah.
You should take over.
Nancy Drew taking over.
You know what? I am going to phone George. Now, yes.
Hi.
It's your turn to take the case.
I'm on the case.
You're parked beside Ned, I'm sure. So. She needs a fingerprinting kit. Bess is going to be the only one who doesn't get one. Have a snack. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go talk to Alexei. And get his fingerprint. And do some other stuff.
Salutations.
Yes, let's have some conversations first.
Have you met Deirdre?
Don't know her. Know the family enough to know that I've got no interest in meeting her.
Why is that?
Her parents are dull and unimaginative. They only care about money. What are the chances that they're going to have a non-tedious, non-awful daughter?
Quite the opinion.
Where were you before you saw the fire? At around 2 p.m.
I was going to talk over at the River Heights Historical Society.
What was the talk about?
We were talking about the time capsule. Not that that matters now that it's been burned to a crisp. It was due to be opened at the Anvil Days Festival. You should know this. The winner of the Clues Challenge gets to add something of their own when it's resealed.
However, you are lying because we read that news article, so let's address that.
The talk you said you were giving at the Historical Society was canceled.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
It never happened. Where were you really?
It was not canceled. I showed up, I gave my talk, there was the reception, then I left. Same as always.
That's not what I heard.
What you heard was wrong. So why don't you just butt out?
He gets angry really quickly.
Why were you really at the Old Town Hall?
I wasn't. I was just passing by.
We have evidence that you were there. What were you doing?
I was trying to open the time capsule.
Why?
That's none of your business. I didn't start the fire. I don't have to put up with this harassment.
Well, fine then. We'll change tack.
What do you know about Tony?
Well, she's on the city council, so she's either corrupt or deeply immersed in the corrupting process.
Not everyone in politics is corrupt.
Seriously? Where's your youthful cynicism? Yes, all politicians are corrupt.
It's a very bold statement. There are lots who are, absolutely, but not everyone. I hope not everyone.
What do you know about Brenda?
The reporter? She was in here pestering me earlier today, too. Are you all taking turns or something? Send the next guy in with a sandwich, would you?
Oh, Ned. Yeah, it's the second time at least we see that they're missing the comma before the word to. What's up, Interactive? This is a mistake you're consistently making.
What did Brenda ask while she was here?
I don't like it when people ask me questions. Right now, you are pestering me with questions about previous questions that I was pestered with earlier. It's just recursive and rude, and now I have a headache.
That's a fair point. You know what? I will do this first then, because it'll change his mood.
I'm looking for a gift for my uncle. He's a real train buff. Can you help me find something special for him?
Now that's a question I like. You got it. I'm gonna go see what I got in the back. Just hold on.
All these fade outs really bug me. Actually, I don't even want that one. I want this one.
All right, I did it.
I have to look at this trunk, but I don't think I have enough time. So I will wait and chat with this snooty lady.
Hello.
Where were you around 2 on the day of the fire?
Live and on the scene, as usual. I'm pretty sure most of the town saw the broadcast, and this story is on the fast track to national coverage.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, I'm working on a lead. I have to work on my notes.
Okay, fine. I will come back to you. There we go.
Greetings.
And he doesn't even ask me where I went when he went to get trains. So, that's a shame.
What do you think of Bess?
Is she the one who broke my vase?
She thinks you hate her.
I don't hate her, but I do want her to think that. She should have a healthy fear of this place. I have to chase off the clumsy ones or I'll end up on the street.
Why do you distrust politicians?
Because they don't care about people like you and me. When they're running for office, we're just votes to buy. Once they're elected, we're just collateral damage for whatever or whomever's buying them off.
You're not a very chipper person. Why is that?
I once was.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
I had a lot of fun in life. I had friends. I met the girl I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
Okay, then what happened?
What do you care? You some sort of tourist in other people's misery?
No, it's just, this shop is pretty cool. It seems like you'd be happy to run something like this instead of grumpy.
You'd think that. I was happy, but one time, just once, I tried to speak truth to power, and man, if I didn't pay the price.
What does that mean?
It means my life has been a cruel joke. Try as you might, it's hard not to let that influence your general mood.
What happened to end your career?
Well, when you make it your business to tell the truth, you make a lot of people mad. That's what happened to me. I was 20. I'd been around the block a few times, been working my own cases for 10 years at that point. I'd seen it all. I'd been kidnapped, knocked out, hexed, cursed, locked up in a trunk, you name it. But I always nabbed the baddies. Always. That is until I turned in J.P. Bennington for cheating his way into City Hall. The Bennington family was very powerful in those days. Still is. In fact, Tony's brother-in-law is a Bennington.
What happened?
He accused me of stealing one of his father's priceless antiques, this ancient magnifying glass that was supposedly used in the drafting of the town charter. Supposedly belonged to one of the town's founding fathers.
Why didn't you just say you were innocent?
Ooh, that's a really good idea. I did. In hundreds of ways, to anyone who would listen. It didn't matter.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. My life was just beginning. Then in a blink, I was cut off at the knees. No one trusted me, no more cases. I lost everything. I wanted to see the world. I was going to. Then, just like that, he took that from me. Now I try to bring a little of the world to me when I can. But look around. This isn't enough.
So we've got a better idea of who Alexi is now and sort of why he's so grumpy.
What happened to Bennington?
He slandered me in the press, and people forgot about how crooked he was. He got into City Hall. His career took off, he became a judge, and moved on to the big time. Bye-bye, River Heights.
Do you have any antique radios? Maybe in the back of the store?
Sure.
Okay. Now I need to quickly snoop through this trunk.
Empty? What would Alexi want with an empty bottle of ether?
Former amateur detective found guilty. Yes, vote J.P. Bennington. I'm not going to read it. Page 1 warning, the top secret book is booby-trapped. Turn the pages only if you deactivate the security system. If you decide to turn the page, please make sure you are far away from other people. You've been warned. Anyways, some of his cases. Yeah. Just everything that happened, so yeah. There's that. Let's talk to Brenda again.
Hi.
You've impersonated Nancy in the past, haven't you?
Possibly. I've done some crazy things to get a story.
Yeah, at least she admits it.
It's part of the job.
How crazy?
I can't give away my methods. A lot of what I do is setting up a trap and seeing if anyone falls for it. And when they do, wham! See you at 11 'cause you just got 9'd.
That's not exactly news.
Nope. It's better. It's actually interesting.
Ugh, yeah, again, she's just an awful representative for reporters. Blech.
Deirdre said she intercepted a note intended for Nancy.
What do you mean?
She was following Nancy and snagged the note.
So someone was trying to lure Nancy to the fire with a note?
Yes, exactly.
What's to say she didn't write the note herself? I've seen that sort of thing before.
What's to say she did?
Basic logic. I couldn't possibly be guilty. Look at this note that anyone could have written. It's desperate.
Why were you at the antique store?
Trying to get some background on Alexi. Didn't go all that well.
Why not?
He's not a fan of the media.
As you would
and
expect.
He's cranky and he's old, and I broke one of his things on accident.
By
and he would
accident.
not let it go.
Grammatical error.
You didn't treat us fairly in the articles you wrote.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I change what you said?
No, you took what was said out of context.
As she
It
does.
seemed that way, but trust me, it's not what happened.
Liar.
It's common for subjects to be nervous and forget what they've said. You can't blame me for that. You'll get better. Anytime you want to practice, let me know. We could talk about Nancy.
See you later.
Drop by if you've got any hot tips.
Hard pass. Alright. So, let's drop off this fingerprint. Keep forgetting not to look at the screen. Oh, so nauseating. Okay. Nancy has a lot to pick up.
Hello?
Alexi lied about his alibi.
That means he's a priority suspect. Keep a close eye on him and try to figure out what he would gain by burning down Town Hall.
We found ether at Alexi's shop.
Really? That seems out of place at an antique shop. It's on the list of commonly used accelerants for fires. Good find.
I'm turning the case over to you.
I'm on the case.
Alright. I have to call Carson. Forget why, but I do. Oh, yes. I remember. Okay, let's deal with these things first. Okay. This goes... Where's Tony? Julian and Supply Closet, that's for Tony. Ether and Trunk, that's Alexi. False Alibi Meeting Council, that's Alexi. Secret Plans Build Town Hall, it's Tony. Said she was working, can't confirm, it's probably Brenda. Has Snowflake Ice Cube Tray, that's Tony. Okay. And now, let's deal with some fingerprints. I'm going to be short 1. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, there's 1. 2. And 3. Alright. Let's do some more analyses. So, doesn't even look right, but I'm going to do it. Incorrect match, as we would expect. So, not Tony. This one's kind of similar, but it's not going to be a match for Deirdre. Nope. And then Alexi. Incorrect. But we have space for 1 more. I wonder what will happen when we get our final print. I know I need to call Carson, but I'm still trying to get a Coco Kringle. I don't want Raging Infernos again. I don't want Looky Loos again. There's my Coco Kringle.
Yum.
Alright. Carson.
Hello?
We found a list that Tony's been keeping. She thinks I make city council look bad when I crack a case.
Well, you do.
Dad!
But that's their fault, not yours. Keep an eye on Tony. I've never trusted her.
Do you know anything about Tony's development deals?
Offhand, not much. What do you need?
My friends found some paperwork of Tony's. It's starting to look like she might stand to profit from Town Hall being demolished.
Let me look into that. Give me a call back in a bit.
Oh, I still had more to talk to you about. Well, I'll call you again later. Let's call Ned.
What's up?
I'm passing the case to you, Ned.
Time to help Nancy.
Okay, what do I want him to do? Let's start by going to Scoop and talking with Deirdre. Or Bess, even.
What's up?
No.
Goodbye.
See ya.
What's the deal? I waited for you for an hour.
I'm sorry, I ran into traffic.
All right. Fine. Don't let it happen again.
Isn't that exactly the same thing you were wearing before you got changed?
Yes.
No, it's completely different. I can't believe you didn't even notice.
I do feel like it would have been great if they actually changed something, but probably for the sequence of events, that just would have been really complicated. Doable, but maybe complicated. I mean, the line's funny. It does work that way.
Do you visit the novelty shop often?
Sure, I love that place. I demanded that Tony go there, and now she's super into it too.
Why do you go to the novelty shop so often?
We've been having a lot of house parties lately, so I go a lot. You know, it's a shame that you never come to our parties.
I've never been invited.
Consider yourself perpetually invited.
It seems like your friends aren't as confident about where you were as you seem to think they'd be.
Between you and me, they're kind of dumb.
That's not a very nice thing to say about your friends.
You talk to them or something, right? I'm not wrong. Anyway, we're not for real friends. They're still in the 90-day trial period. I can return them in their original packaging at any time.
Ouch.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Just not very nice. I don't know if I have anything to say to Tony, but while I'm here, I might as well try.
Hello.
Ooh.
Is the town hall on the Historical Society's list of protected properties?
Of course. That building is very important to this town.
So that means that no one could knock it down to build something newer, right?
Well, that's the gist of it.
You're fighting a lawsuit about the land the old town hall stands on.
Yes, I'm in government. You want a full list of the suits I'm dealing with, grab a notebook and clear your calendar for the rest of the week.
What was going to happen with the old town hall?
There is a proposed land use issue at the moment. We were thinking of dismantling the structure and replacing it with something more relevant to the city. It's nothing to get excited about. These things take years.
You wanted the building to burn down so you could sell the land, didn't you?
If I were you, I'd cool it. Understand me?
Cool it with ice cream? Yeah, she can turn pretty quickly, but she's not as vicious or as loud and mean as Alexi.
Do you know much about Alexi's past?
I do.
He mentioned that he used to be a detective, like Nancy.
Wow. He's usually pretty secretive about that. Did he mention that he let the power go to his head and stole from the people he was supposed to be helping? The town turned on him. He lost all his friends, and even his family practically disowned him.
He says he was framed.
In all this time, he's never proven his innocence. Must have been quite the detective.
He still seems upset about it.
Very upset. Very bitter about the whole thing. Did you know he's been jealous of Nancy all these years? She got what he wanted, and he hates it.
Do you think Alexi's the type to try to frame Nancy?
He might be. I wouldn't rule that out.
You don't seem to like Nancy, from what I've seen.
What are you implying?
Maybe you're a little too willing to see Nancy take the blame.
I know you're upset, but don't forget who you're talking to here. Nancy has done a lot of very good things for the community, that is true. But she's also been a colossal nuisance.
She's done a lot for this city.
She has done a lot. But how many times did we actually ask for her help?
Doesn't matter.
Nancy Drew is the best thing that ever happened to this city.
Touché. You are very passionate about this, I see. Let's hope for your sake that you're right. This town frowns upon people who associate with known felons.
Let's have more ice cream.
One order of ice cream, please.
Of course!
Ned's super fit. He can burn it off. It's all good. Cappuccino cream? Sure.
Wow, this is good.
Sounds good. I don't drink coffee, but I do like coffee ice cream. Okay. Let's go to the Drews. And then I have to go to the antique place. See the list here? Nope. I knew it wouldn't be. Oops, wrong button. Okay. We need to go here to talk to Brenda.
Hi.
Is there a way I could get in touch with you later?
Good question. Why don't you take one of my cards? My phone's always off when I'm on scene, but I check my messages constantly. I'll call back if it's important. If you want to talk about Nancy, off the record even, I'm always there for you.
Yeah, right.
Bye.
Drop by if you've got any hot tips.
Okay. So, now we are going to call Brenda.
You have reached the Heights 9 Action News Tip line for Brenda Carlton. Please speak clearly when prompted. To report breaking news in the North River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
Yeah, well,
yes.
Yes.
You have indicated a breaking news story in the North River Heights area. Brenda Carlton will be notified directly. Goodbye.
Alright, so stand here for a few seconds. We don't see the van move. And yet Brenda is gone.
Acetone. Definitely an accelerant.
Okay, and then Snoopy Doopy over here. That is just the fingerprint master.
Got it.
I don't think there's anything else I can look at here. Yeah, because that's locked. I don't have a key for that. Nope. Don't need that again. No, I think that's all I can look at the moment. Alright. Police station. And drop this off. Still have Nancy's keys. I'm just gonna hold on to them apparently.
Ned, I need your Ned'spertise.
Oh.
I see what you did there. This is about Deirdre, isn't it?
Yes, we need to distract her. You have to ask her out on a date.
I have to what?
Just take her out for lunch. Stall her for a while.
But what if people see us? I'll get a reputation.
Ned.
Okay, I'll do it. It's weird, but I'll do it.
Thanks.
You should take over.
I'm on the case.
So we'll go back to Nancy in a bit, but let's do these things before I forget.
Nancy, hi.
Do you remember Alexei Markovic? He was one of your first cases.
That was a long time ago.
Do you think he was guilty?
The case wasn't that simple.
Why not?
There was a lot of evidence stacked up against him. As a prosecutor, I couldn't just ignore it.
I know that, but did you think he was guilty?
It didn't matter what I thought. I could tell from the start that the jury wanted him locked up. It was a very strange case. I mentioned it to the judge, and he told me that I was too new to the courtroom to make that kind of judgment. I believed him.
And now?
Now, I don't know. I wish I had listened to my instincts back then. From that day forward, Alexei went on to be an honest member of the community. And the Bennington family went on to cause no end of scandal. That right there speaks volumes.
Indeed it does.
I need to go. Talk to you soon.
I'll see you soon.
He wanted me to call back about something else. I don't remember what it was, but we didn't talk about whatever it was. Oh well. Alright. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's fine. So our last fingerprint sample. Alright, for Brenda Carlton, and I wonder what we'll find.
It's Brenda.
Uh-huh. I know we are all stunned by that news.
Nancy, hi.
Yeah.
I need to go. Talk to you soon.
I'll see you soon.
So what I think I need to do, I think I have to move this to Brenda. This, I never remember if it stays with Deirdre or if it goes to Brenda. No, I got it from Deirdre, I'll keep it there, but fingerprint on no goes there. Princeton back alibi, that goes there. Acetone and ban, that goes there. I don't remember if there's more. No, there's more I still need. Yes. Okay. Do I call Ned now? Yes, I think so.
Hi.
I'm passing the case to you, Ned.
Ned, reporting for duty.
And then Ned reporting to Scoop. I spend more time there as Ned than I do as Bess.
What's up?
I was wondering if you could go grab some food together.
Yes, I would like that.
Were you able to distract Deirdre?
Yes.
Great. I'll call Bess or George to go see if she's left anything behind.
See, now they actually go on their date. I meant to comment before that, Ned had asked Deirdre out and she went to go get changed and then they didn't go anywhere.
Nancy, what's up?
Ned's got Deirdre distracted. Can you see if she's left anything behind? Drop off anything you find at the station.
You got it.
I need you to take over.
Time to help Nancy.
I was hoping to look at the front of this, but whatever. Might be able to. So, scribbly notes. And
This is
here we
from
go.
before the fire yesterday. We need to get this to Nancy.
Ticket number RH627E401. Alright. Game over, Nancy Drew. God. Yeah. Going to the key. Part with Ned. Words. Yeah, what? Alright. Best go talk to Tony. I don't think there's anything to say.
Hello.
Oh. Yes, there are things to say. Good.
Can you tell me where you were at 217 on the day of the fire?
Here.
I thought you'd be a little more concerned about Nancy's arrest.
I know this is hard for you. I do. You brighten up my shop when you drop in, Bess. I hate to see you so upset. Of course I care, but what can I do?
Do you know anything about Brenda and Nancy?
I don't have to tell you, there's a lot of animosity on Brenda's end. Between you and me, Brenda's still furious about the Antiquities of the Ancient World special.
The traveling exhibit that Nancy found out was full of fakes?
That's the one. Brenda broke the story herself. Word is, she had negotiated a special with one of the cable channels. But when Nancy broke the story, the cable people killed her special. Brenda went full out ballistic when she heard. I don't know if this is true or not. They say one of the Heights 9 news interns went home that day with a broken arm.
That's
What?
intense.
That's the rumor. One thing I know, she hates Nancy. Big time.
I really like that animation too, with her looking down at her fingers and kind of that side-eye look. Yeah. Again, really well animated.
Ice cream, please.
Sure.
Which one now? Cookie dough.
So good.
Yes, Bess. Okay. Your turn to go to the police station, Beth. In your bright yellow car. I mean, with all this driving around, they don't need to be driving their cars. They could be riding their bicycles or walking. Everything's so close. Giant carbon footprint, you guys. It's awful. Actually, hold the phone. But put the phone back. Let's go to the Drew home. Yes!
That
it's
must be
actually
what
here.
Nancy's dad was getting for her.
Perfect. Okay. Good, good, good. Back to the police station. And let's drop this off as well. Good job, Beth. Okay. Call Nancy.
What's up?
Oh, I don't think I pointed this out yet. Pointing out the one at the old town hall, but just making note of this here.
I'm passing the case to you.
I'll take it from here.
Okay. Let's go get some evidence and
I need to check this
useful
against the
information.
chromatogram results. Which accelerant was used?
So 45 and 100. Okay, I don't have a scale here. Like it doesn't show which is which. I guess if it only goes up to 100, that's going to be on this side. So my 45 has to be here. No, that's too high. 45. Oh, it's probably this one, isopropyl alcohol.
The fire was started with isopropyl alcohol, not gasoline. Adding this to the evidence against me will help prove I didn't start the fire.
Indeed. Indeed, Andy. It's just sad. I'm sorry. Okay, ticket chart. Got a T.
Power ballads, the #1 cause of running red lights. Wait a second. This puts her at town hall right when the alarm was switched off.
This is just excellent. I love it.
I've got all of the evidence I need. I just need to make sure it's in the right place now.
So that I think can go under Nancy. Slide scoop closed, not open. And that goes under Deirdre. I'm hoping this is right.
Can you take a look at this?
Be right there for an evidence check. Looks solid. Looks
Yes.
like you just got yourself a get-out-of-jail-free card, Detective.
Huzzah! I can go out the front door. It's so very exciting. Let me take a snack first. Okay, have some chips. They're veggies.
Yes, I'm out.
Indeed. And, Nancy has her car somehow. Okay, let's go to Scoop. Watch these two make faces at each other. It's fantastic.
Look what the cat dragged out of the jail.
Good to see you were so concerned.
Oh, I'm sorry if I was misleading. I wasn't concerned.
I want to know what you were doing at the fire. Why were you there?
Look, I don't care about the stupid clues challenge. I really don't. The only reason I was in it was because my dad never shuts up about how I need to be active in the community and blah.
Then why were you following me?
I assumed you were cheating.
Why would you assume that?
Because I was cheating. I thought we were all cheating. That's why I thought it would be fun to catch you in the act. But instead, you did something super crazy, which I did not anticipate.
I didn't set the building on fire.
That's cool. Just so you know, you do a pretty great impression of someone who has recently burned down a building for no reason.
Oh, Deirdre.
Why are you hanging out here today?
I love this part.
Can you tell your friend to stop spying on me? It's distracting.
I'm not spying on you!
The fact that you responded proves my point.
Oh! Shoot!
That was brilliant. I do love that inclusion. That's just a great set of lines.
Thanks for being so helpful, giving Ned all the information.
Just looking out for my number one buddy.
Right.
Your boyfriend's cute, and you were in the clink. I think I'm blameless here.
Well, I think...
Should have been a comma there.
Relax, Nancy. I'm not one of those girls. I was just window shopping. Anyone can tell he's not going to budge on the you situation. It was just nice to spend a little time with him instead of the idiot boys on campus. I swear, you think they're gonna get more mature in college, but they just head the other direction.
See you later.
Bye.
Hi.
Can I get you some ice cream?
No, never again.
Am I missing something? I thought you love ice cream.
Loved ice cream. But then I had bowl after bowl trying to keep my cover, and then my brain froze. Permanently. I'm so cold, Nancy. If I don't make it, tell my parents I died of ice cream poisoning.
Okay. I won't get you ice cream.
So dramatic.
Good. When this is all over, I could go for a room temperature snack, and then a warm snack, and then something hot. Baby steps.
I think she skipped the word, though.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
All right, let's maybe talk with Tony. That's probably a good idea. Oops.
Nancy, happy to see that you're doing all right.
Are you happy?
Just so you know, I've been pulling for you this whole time.
Have you, though?
Oh, thank you.
Anything for a friend of River Heights.
I decided to be polite.
Did you put pressure on the police to arrest someone?
Yes, of course I did.
You did?
I didn't tell them who to arrest. I just told them to do their jobs.
Which is unnecessary. They know how to do their jobs, and they should be waiting for evidence before they make an arrest.
Aren't you worried that you pressured the police into making unnecessary assumptions?
Mm-hmm.
You would have done the same thing.
No.
You know it's harder than you think to run a town. If someone has to take the fall for the common good once in a while, so be it.
That's not very fair.
Fairness is a luxury in government. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, we really start to see her true colors in that moment. How awful. So justice doesn't necessarily matter.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Ugh. Might want more ice cream, though. Nancy hasn't had any yet. Let's go Minty Madness. Okay. Let's go here. Nauseating.
Look who's out! Glad to see that you could get them to see sense. Do you need anything? If you need anything.
Thanks. I didn't know you were following my case.
Couldn't help. Small town. I want you to know that I didn't doubt you, not for a second.
That means a lot.
Trust me, I know. I know what it's like to be in your shoes. It's the worst feeling you can have. You know, your friends really worked hard to get you out.
I know.
I should have worked harder myself. It's probably too late, but anything I can do to help you, anything you need to know, I'm your guy.
He's very kind. And I think genuinely wants to help.
What do you know about Tony?
She railroaded you. Practically dropped the police at your door. Either she just hates you, or she's up to something that only you could crack.
Can you tell tell me anything about the fire? Anything at all?
You know, I wish that I could. I already told everything I know. Except...
Except what?
Okay, I went in.
You what?
I went into the building. I saw you come running out. You looked scared. I just knew it wasn't you who set the fire. And the reporter was just standing there, like she was waiting for you to come out. It wasn't right.
Why didn't you say anything?
It wouldn't have mattered. No one listens to me or trusts me.
Will you testify to that?
Yes, but it's not enough. You need more evidence.
Yeah. And in this bit of dialogue here that just went on, you could really hear Marcus Boehm in his voice, just the way he said something. Really, it was very striking. I thought, okay, yeah, this confirms he also voiced Marcus from The Captive Curse.
Why did you go into the town hall when it was burning?
The time capsule. Bennington told me he'd put the magnifying glass somewhere I wouldn't find it for years and years. I always assumed he meant in the time capsule. I was just hoping to finally be able to say, see, I didn't do anything.
Should be a comma there,
I guess
too.
it's gone now.
All the missing commas. So many people put too many commas, but there should be one there.
Why did you become a detective in the first place?
I was pretty young at the time, and back then my parents owned a shop, much like this one. I wasn't much into the news then, but I knew in those days people didn't much like immigrant families like ours. One night, someone threw rocks through the plate glass window, completely shattering it. My parents were very upset, but they were afraid to go to the police. It wasn't done where we were from. So I took it upon myself to catch the culprit.
Did you?
Never did. But that's when I learned that even a small, nice-looking town has its secrets. I decided I wasn't going to put up with secrets anymore.
Why did you give up on being a detective?
It wasn't a choice. The cases stopped coming.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
I realized Nancy didn't call her dad to let her know she was out of jail. I don't know if we even have that conversation, but I'm going to try. It's the responsible thing to do.
Nancy, hi.
Nope, apparently we're not going to bring it up.
Have you found out anything about Tony and the town hall deal?
Nothing concrete.
So you did find out something.
Nancy, promise me you're not going to take what I'm about to say as proof that she's some grand mastermind.
I love when you give me a disclaimer. That means you've got something good, doesn't it?
According to a friend of a friend, she's the majority shareholder in the Heights development.
Meaning?
Meaning if something were to happen to free up that land, say a fire, for example, she stands to profit.
How much?
Let's just say enough.
I knew it.
This isn't proof, Nancy. It's motive, but not proof.
Important
Unless
distinction.
you're 100% sure that it's her, take caution.
Don't I always?
No. Rarely to never is more like it. I hope that helped.
Of course. Alexi's been pretty helpful. Do you think I should trust him?
He's got every right to be mad at me. But if anyone knows what you're going through right now, it'd be him. I always say you should trust your instincts. But if it were me, I'd listen to what he says.
I'd better let you go.
Take care.
I feel like we can tell Alexi that Carson said that.
Nancy, how are you adjusting to life on the outside?
Fine, thank you. I'm not in the mood to do an interview.
That's okay. Everything you say will be off the record.
You're still holding your microphone.
Sorry. Habit.
Still holding it.
All right. You're good. Word of warning, I will get the exclusive. I always do.
Why wasn't your van at the fire?
It was. I just came separately. I share the van with other reporters sometimes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your van?
I never pictured myself as the kind of person to drive around in a van. But I have to admit, this one is pretty cool.
Why is that?
First thing, it's less of a van and more of a mobile action center. I spend more time in here prepping stories than I do at home.
Why are you playing me up as the villain in the media?
I'm just doing my job. I'm letting the world know about all of the suspicious things you've done.
You should be reporting on the truth, not trying to grab a better job. My life is at stake.
Mine too. And anyway, what good does telling the truth do if no one can hear you?
Oh, yeah, I can't stand her. I mean, Brenda in the books is... Well, she's awful, but she has some, I don't know if morals is quite right, some principles. It's more that she fears getting in trouble for printing something that's not true, which is clearly not the case with this version of Brenda.
Is there a way I could get in touch with you later?
Good question. Why don't you take one of my cards?
Is this your cell phone number?
Yes.
You have the reputation of being the first on the scene. How do you do that?
When news breaks, I get there first.
That doesn't answer the question.
Yes, I've seen the ad. I mean, how do you make it to the scene
I like her
first?
response.
It's a secret of the trade.
You were at the scene of the fire so fast. How did you manage that?
It's my job to be ready at a second's notice. Some people think I'm just lucky. I prefer to think I'm just that good.
Do you mind if I look around in the van?
Yes, for a variety of reasons, Nancy. First, it's mine, so
Should be a
no.
comma.
Second, I have dirt on everyone in this town in here. And as a journalist, it's my ethical duty to make sure that all of the embarrassing footage I've got stays private until such a time that it is fit for broadcast.
That's not
You
ethics.
mean like blackmail?
No. No. Is that what you think of me?
Yes.
It's not blackmail. It's fact-checking. I have to balance the individual's right to privacy with the public's need to know.
You didn't exactly extend that courtesy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I? I think the public needs to know everything it can about the criminal, I'm sorry, alleged criminal activities of the local self-appointed do-gooder.
Yeah, she's just awful.
See you later.
Bye.
I'm gonna just go in here for a moment.
Nancy, I need to ask.
Here we go.
Why did you trust me right away? Your friends didn't.
We sleuths have to stick together. Plus, my father said you were worth trusting.
He did.
He did.
Well, that's just... I don't even know what to say. I'm surprised to hear that, I guess.
I knew we could have this little conversation.
See you later.
Bye.
Now let's make a phone call and send Brenda on her merry way. And do some snooping.
You have reached the Heights 9 Action News Tip line for Brenda Carlton. Please speak clearly when prompted. To report breaking news in the North River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
I'm gonna send her further away.
No.
To report breaking news in the East River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
No.
To report breaking news in the South River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
You have indicated a breaking news story in the South River Heights area. Brenda Carlton will be notified directly. Goodbye.
I was either going to select that or West. She should be gone. Yes. There's Bess. But first...
Alcohol. It looks like this is for cleaning the equipment. But if she has more...
And it's isopropyl alcohol. Keyword, Nancy. You missed it. Let's take that.
How could Brenda have possibly made it to all of those interviews so quickly? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap. So. And let's use this key before I forget, because there's a good chance I will forget. Miss Carlton, I understand that there has been some frustration on your end concerning our decision to pull your antiquities story from the national broadcast schedule. You have assembled a truly remarkable piece of investigative journalism, but the fact remains that you're trying to sell us on a story the public has already seen. Your investigation into the antiquities fraud is one of the best pieces of investigative journalism that's come across my desk, but Nancy Drew got there first. And I'm tongue-tied trying to read this one. My advice to you at this point is to let this go. My patience is limited. If you call me again about my decision to pull your story, understand that in no uncertain terms it will be the last time I take your call. Get over this and regroup. Put together a new package and make sure you do whatever it takes to keep your story from leaking. Call me when you're really ready to take the next step in your career. I see big things for you here if you can clear this first big hurdle. Until you do, don't call. Sincerely, Miranda August, Vice President of Cable News, Meta Broadcasting Corporation. Dictated but not read. Alright. Nothing else here? No, it's just that one. Okay. I don't remember the settings for this. There's play.
Your Bess Marvin, Nancy's closest friend and confidant.
Yes.
Did she tell you about her plans to burn down Town Hall?
No, she didn't. I mean, she didn't burn anything.
It must have come as a shock to discover what your friend had done.
But she didn't.
It's natural to be in denial. You just want the best for your friend, yes?
Of course.
Who else would she have told her plans to?
No one.
Has she always been secretive like that?
No.
So just recently?
That's not what I meant.
Does she have any enemies?
Well, she solves crimes, so there might be some hard feelings from the people she's gotten in trouble.
She solves crimes, so she must be pretty familiar with how criminals cover up their tracks.
Yeah, she knows all of the tricks. Wait, what are you getting at?
If anyone could get away with the perfect crime, it'd be Nancy, right?
I don't know about that.
So you think there's potential she won't get away with burning down Town Hall?
That's not what I said at all.
So you do think she'll get away with it?
She didn't do it. She's not guilty.
I can see that this is very emotional for you. Thank you for your time. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops.
You took what I said and screwed it all up.
Oh no, Bess. You did great. I know it's upsetting, but really well done.
I want to go again.
Great. I'll find you as details develop.
Oh, Bess. Wait. What's Deirdre doing back there? I should try modifying the settings of the other tracks to enhance the background track and hear what she was saying.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember how any of this goes, but that's okay.
Your Bess Marvin, closest friend and confidant. She tell you about her plans to burn down Town Hall?
I can't remember if these actually stop at the right spot or
Your
not.
Bess Marvin, Nancy's closest friend and confidant. Did she tell you about her plans to burn down Town Hall?
That's it. Only 4 more tracks to go.
Apparently it does.
Yes.
Oh, tricky. No. This one's tough. No, it's got to be up here. What does it not like about this one? Oh, there we go.
I don't see anything. I saw her come through this way. It's gotta be here.
She didn't. I mean, she didn't.
Maybe it was destroyed in the fire. I'm not imagining things. I know what I saw.
Of course.
I can't assume that.
No.
It's not here, okay?
That's not what I meant.
No, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Deirdre thought she was following me. Who was she really following?
Okay. So I don't remember if I have to talk to Deirdre or if I have to go to the hotel hall. Let's talk to Deirdre. Oh, I should go to the house and talk with George.
Hi.
How do you think Brenda gets around town so quickly?
She probably speeds and never gets tickets because she's good looking.
Didn't you get a ticket from a red light camera?
All right. That's a flaw in my logic, but I'm still going to assume I'm right. I've got no idea how she does it.
What do you know about the notes that were left for me?
Promise not to be super mad?
Okay, fine.
That's not the first note I found. I found another note earlier on your porch.
What did it say?
It gave me a place to go. I went there. Nothing happened. That's when I thought maybe someone was expecting to meet you. Next time I intercepted the note and sent it your way.
And you followed me.
Right.
Why are you admitting all this? I thought you hated me.
I do hate you, but I don't hate you. It's complicated. I just truly enjoy hating you, and I'd hate for something to happen that would throw off our equilibrium. Also, it's not fair.
Well, that's really nice of you. Thanks.
And that's why I hate you. So much positivity. And you're welcome.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Hi, Nancy.
Did you find anything out about Brenda?
Oh, I forgot. Nancy, I'm so sorry about the interview. You know I'd never say anything like that. Brenda just...
Took what you said out of context? I know. Don't worry. I know how she is.
I was so worried you'd be mad when that came out.
Has there been much traffic or road work these last few days?
It's been the worst. It took me 45 minutes to get across the river Monday morning. It would have been faster to walk.
When you were stuck in traffic on Monday, when exactly was that?
10. Chic Boutique's Chic Week Doorbuster was kicking off at 10, and I was late. Nancy, it was a travesty.
But if the traffic was that bad, how could Brenda have made it to both of the interviews on her time log?
Either she's good at being in two places at once, or she's got some top secret route I don't know about.
I'll let you go.
Talk to you later.
Hello.
Does River Heights have any shortcuts that most people don't know about?
Shortcuts? No. They're the tunnels, but those are locked up as far as I know.
Tunnels?
Yeah, from back when everyone was worried about the Cold War. They've been locked for as long as I can remember. Doubt you could find your way in if you tried.
My father tells me you're the majority shareholder in the Heights development.
Technically. I have investments in that and other local organizations.
Does that mean you could benefit from the sale of the land if it was no longer protected?
I don't care for that implication. Yes, I could make money from the sale, but I invested in the property, which was languishing, by the way, as an act of public service.
Are you sure?
I think you set the fire on purpose to cash in on your investment.
You think I set the fire? What is it? What is it about this town? I swear, working in city government is like posting a big sign that reads, "Hi there, crazy people, please drop in any time."
But you'd benefit from the building burning down. That establishes your motive.
Yeah. Book yourself a room on that sinking ship and tell me how it turns out. When disaster strikes, people always look at the beneficiary. Always. Regardless of what you think of me. I'm not the type to burn down a building, and I'm really not the type to set myself up to be the main suspect.
Can you prove that?
You can't prove a negative. I don't have to prove that I'm innocent. You, on the other hand.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Except it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, so she doesn't have to prove anything. Okay, let's go to the Drew house. And there's George.
Nancy, you're out. I was so worried. You have no idea.
Thank you for your help. You guys are the best friends in the world.
We're not out of the woods. You need anything, you let me know.
So, I like George, and I don't mind her appearance in this game, except that she looks flat. She looks 2D. Yeah, I never realized that's what it was, that she looked 2D, but yeah, she doesn't look 3D like the others do. And like she's not integrated very well into the scene. Yeah, that's the problem. She's very 2D. Not good. I'm not sure.
So, how's the case coming?
Okay. Much better now that you're out. We're a team, but I still like it when you lead the way.
Deirdre thought she was following me to the old town hall. Someone might be trying to impersonate me.
You know, that sounds like something that Brenda might do.
Well, it certainly wasn't Alexei. So, how did Ned do with Deirdre?
I have never seen him so stressed out. In any other case, it would have been funny. I sort of feel bad for Deirdre. Only sorta. I don't want to get a reputation here as a softie.
Did you find out anything else about Alexei's detective past?
Not much. I asked around a little. He solved a lot of tough cases. It's not fair that the town just turned its back on him.
What if he was really framed?
Then we'll take that case next.
Goodbye.
Catch you later.
Yeah, even here, she just doesn't look integrated properly. It's all fuzzy and blurred around the edges. It is unfortunate. I think we can talk about tunnels.
Hello.
Or, well, maybe.
I'm stuck. Do you have any advice from your detective days?
Times were different back then. The town's a lot nicer these days. You used to have lots of crooks running around in those tunnels.
There we go.
Tunnels?
Yeah, there's a whole network of tunnels under the town. They say they're from the Cold War, but they're even older. Built by smugglers and the like. And the city turned them into a fallout shelter in the 50s.
How do I find my way in?
I don't know if I should help you with that. The tunnels are very dangerous.
I have to find a way into the tunnels. My case depends on it.
I see. You know, Nancy, when I was younger, I used to love to read. A good book always gave me great ideas. There's a book over there you should check out.
I really don't have time for that.
There's always time for this book. I always brought it with me on my adventures as a kid. You'll want to read it cover to cover.
Bye.
Good day.
Yeah, he can't say things outright. It's just, he's gonna make me be a detective and snoop.
Alexei said cover to cover. There must be a code on the book's cover.
There we
It's
go.
a coded guide for getting around the tunnels.
Alright. The tunnels exist. Found great hidden... Yeah. Shouldn't that be found a great? Found great hidden entrance on the road out in front of the old antique shop. I should buy the shop someday. And you did. And then we've got a bunch of these sequence things. Which option below is the next step of the above sequence? A, B, or C? And this, I think, changes between junior and senior detective. After you've picked an option, follow its rules on which marked doors to go through in the tunnel rooms. If you pick the correct one, you'll quickly find your way out again from any room. Okay. So, I always looked at the bottom here. So we've got a clover, 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 clover. So I would think there'd be another clover here, so I want to say B. B is my initial instinct. Is there anything else? Okay. Got circle, circle, then diamond, diamond. So we don't know which would be next, but not a diamond there. Anything else? Diamond, diamond. Square, square. Circle, so I need a circle here. Gives us A or B. And we need another square here too. So yes, it is B. B is correct. We don't want option A. We want option B. I'm gonna need maybe the other side of this piece of paper. Maybe a bigger piece of paper. If only 2 doors, or you know what? This is why I take pictures, like I did earlier. There we go. Photograph taken. So much easier. I should probably actually look at that properly. But I know where to go.
Alexei's guide said there'd be a tunnel entrance right outside the antique shop.
And First, let's see if Brenda's actually here.
Hello.
You're the one who left me the notes, aren't you?
Yes.
You lured me to town hall. You led me to that room. All I need to know now is whether you were trying to frame me or trying to kill me.
They both would have made a great story.
You won't get away with this.
You and I both know you have no proof.
I've got your fingerprints, and
I'll be on the air before you know it, spinning your story so hard that every potential juror in this town will be itching to lock you up and throw away the key.
Far from it. I'm going to make sure everyone in this town finds out who you really are.
Look, you do what you want. If I were you, I'd take my head start and book myself a flight out of the country.
I'm not the type to run away.
Before you say that, I'd take a good long look at Alexei. That man's sad, broken down, lonely life in that grimy old store is your future if you stay. Your choice.
Yep, so she's basically confessed, which we kind of figured it out already that was her because her fingerprints on the note and everything points toward her. But yeah, this is essentially her confession. And I remember playing this the first time thinking, that's it? That's really anticlimactic. Like, I really thought there would have been more. But the game continues, which does, I guess, make it a little bit more interesting. We don't have confession and then immediately, arrest her. There's still more to be played.
This is about the Antiquities show, isn't it?
This is about you. You know who screws up my leads? You. You know who gets in my way? You. You know who I'm sick of? Precious, special, Nancy Drew. I'm going to love watching this town turn its back on you.
That's what you think. So I need to call some friends.
Hello?
Ned, I need some help. Brenda's going to turn this whole town against me.
I know. Things are looking pretty bad. If Brenda runs this story... Wait a second. Brenda might have a hold on the River Heights media, but I know a lot of people in Mapleton. I'm going to run there now. If I can convince the Mapleton Press to pick up the story on Brenda, I don't know if that will work, but at least we'll be fighting back.
Ned, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. I know you can handle things here. Let me work on this just in case.
Thanks, Ned. See you later.
Bye.
And for the heck of it, I'm going to call Bess.
Thank you for calling Bess. Leave Bess a message.
Thanks, George. Let's call George then.
I am George. I am so important that you better leave me a message.
Excellent. Okay. Actually, Alexei, can I tell you about Brenda?
Hello.
I need help stopping Brenda. She's trying to frame me.
If we don't learn from the mistakes of history, you have to fight fire with fire. She's going to go after you with everything she's got until you show the world how rotten she is. Don't let her get away. Don't run away. Fight her head on. Find a way to turn this around on her. I know you can do it.
See you later.
Good day.
Okay. Let's go to the house.
Nancy, how's it going?
Do you know about any tunnels in River Heights?
Yeah, I didn't know that they were actually real. How cool is that?
It's Brenda. She's setting me up.
I knew you'd figure it out.
Now I just need to figure out how to stop her broadcast.
Say no more. I know just the thing. Let me go grab it. If you can go find a battery for me, I'll be right back.
Well, we know where the battery is. We pointed it out already. Told you we would need this. It's so obvious from the very first.
Oh my gosh! Who would do something like that?
She actually looks
Someone
somewhat
could
3D.
really get hurt.
That was a little bit better.
Who would do this?
Arsonists will get a taste of their own medicine. Good gravy. People are awful.
Some of the fine citizens of River Heights have been expressing their outrage ever since you were arrested.
I can't believe someone would do that.
Don't worry about it. They're just a big bunch of cowards. We'll take care of this for you.
Were you able to find anything to stop Brenda?
I think I've got something good. Sort of. It's in pieces, but I'll figure it out. Maybe you could help?
Of course.
Of course. What is it?
A jammer. Once this baby is up and running, there'll be no way she can get her broadcast on the air. Do you have the battery?
Yes. Here.
That's exactly the one I need.
Perfect, because you didn't specify.
We need to hurry.
Perfect.
I'll work on getting all the pieces wired up if you could work on getting all the connections powered on.
You got it. I need to get all of the connections powered on.
Alright, I like puzzles like this. These are great. Okay, interesting. Have to think about this. Interesting indeed. Okay. Okay, so that does connect there. Could not remember. Okay. So this is gonna have to go there, which means that will go like that. What do you connect to? Interesting. No. More likely. Okay. Oh no, it has to be that way. Oh, that could be that way. Oh, you are a tricky one right here. No, you're not. I'm just being a little silly. There we go. Oh, no. So that would be like that. And
Got
last
it.
one.
This should keep Brenda from going on the air for a little while at least.
Perfect! You'll need to connect it to the signal box in Brenda's van. She should be using the standard system, so you'll just need to connect the two together. Here, take a look. There are colored wires with this. Just connect the identical color terminals with a matching color wire.
Right.
Be careful not to cross any wires though, or it'll short out and not turn on. Once
Duly
it's
noted.
on, it'll be blocking the signal but will only last for about 30 minutes before the battery dies. I wish I could make it last longer, but it's the best I can do right now. Go find a way to put it on Brenda's van's antenna, but don't let her know it's there. Once it's on, you'll have to move quickly. It won't last long.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that.
Goodbye.
Until next time.
So I'm really tempted. But I'm not gonna go to Brenda's van. I'm gonna go to Scoop. Because I want to talk to my other suspect about Brenda.
Hello.
I know it's Brenda that started the fire. She set me up.
Ha! Good. I'm glad it's someone awful. You have proof?
I'm working on it.
I wish I could help you. She's the worst. The absolute worst. She's only got that job because of her dad, and because she's good at shortcuts or something.
Yep.
What do you mean by Brenda being good at shortcuts?
She's got to be. She's always there before anyone else. That's all she's got going.
Bye.
See ya!
She's still looking over there, even though Bess isn't there anymore. Ah. Did that again.
Hi, welcome. What can I get for you?
Brenda's the one who set the fire. You've got to help me.
Do I? I don't think that I do.
You're fine with letting her get away with this?
Do you know how hard it is to get things done with you around?
Truly
You
awful.
and your friends always snooping around, causing trouble.
We don't cause trouble. We expose troublemakers.
When you're stuck cleaning up the mess, it doesn't make a difference.
I can't believe you're not going to help me stop Brenda.
You'll get used to the idea.
Ugh.
See you later.
Bye.
Too chipper. Alright. Awful human being. Okay. Let's send Brenda off.
You have reached the Heights 9 Action News Tip line for Brenda Carlton. Please speak clearly when prompted. To report breaking news in the North River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
No.
To report breaking news in the East River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
No.
To report breaking news in the South River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
No.
To report breaking news in the West River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
Yes.
You have indicated a breaking news story in the West River Heights area. Brenda Carlton will be notified directly. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. Yep, she's gone.
This must be how Brenda gets around town so quickly.
Indeed. Okay. So we're just gonna snoop around. Oh. I'm missing this information, aren't I? I don't know which one I have to open. Ooh. I'll have to look around her van, I think. I don't have a key, do I? No, I don't. Oh, because I haven't put the jammer in. Duh. So he doesn't have to fall from somewhere. So, I'm just gonna see where this pops up. Right here! See? There it is. Okay. Okay, let's run. Seems like a really short tunnel. Let's go over here.
The jammer should go here. All I need to do next is match the colored terminals.
Alright. I like these puzzles. I don't know if this is right, but it's what I'm doing. Ooh, it's definitely not right. Ooh. No, this isn't good. Because these are gonna block each other. How do I do this? Yeah, that does not work because that blocks off yellow. Whoops. Maybe purple's wrong. Does purple go around the other way? Does it go like this? Might as well try it. Try that way. Try this that way. Shoot, yellow is still gonna be blocked off. Oh no. Oh no.
Can I help you?
The good news, at least it's just a reporter and not a bear or something. This just in, her co-anchor is a news bear. Try again, yes. Oh, this sent me back even further. That's fine.
The jammer should go here. All I need to do next is match the colored terminals.
That's fine, okay. So I feel like yellow has to be some weird thing like this. This has to be some weird thing like this. Oh no. Ah. Like this. There we go. Now it will work.
That's it! Signal is getting jammed. Time to hurry.
There we go. What do you say? 5C21B. Okay.
This must be how Brenda gets around town so quickly.
Yep. I've been through this. And because the game won't recognize it, it doesn't matter, but still, I'm gonna have Nancy run all the way to the end and, you know, come out at the old town hall. Okay, 5C21B. I think it's the middle one, isn't it? 5C21B, yep. Okay. Alright, there's all this stuff to look at.
That's definitely enough isopropyl alcohol to burn down town hall.
Oh, ice trials, yep. This music right now is very reminiscent of The Captive Curse. Actually, I find that with quite a bit of this music
This is
in this game.
definitely enough evidence for the chief to know it was Brenda. Brenda!
Nancy? Lose something? I'll be honest, I was not expecting to see you here. Clever move with the jammer.
This is how you got into town hall to start the fire, isn't it?
If you have to ask, do I need to bother to answer?
Why? Why would you do this?
You've got the next 10 to 20 years to figure that out. I'll give you a hint. If they give you TV privileges in the big house, you'll be seeing a lot of me.
But why frame me?
If I didn't, you'd screw up everything for me. And now you can't. Ha, here it is. Take a good look. It may look like a tape, but to you, it's the final nail in your coffin.
I need to get out of here and stop Brenda before she broadcasts whatever is on that tape.
Yep, so I've got a bit of a timer. Yes, dartboard with Nancy's, you know, so-called picture on it. Move these. This is not gonna work.
Oh, there has to be a way to get this open.
So, screwdriver to the rescue. Alright. Turn on phone and look at picture, which was open. Now it's decided to close itself. That's not nice. Alright. Option B. So, I've come through this oval. There are 4 doors. That's the one ahead of me. If only 2 doors, no. At first 4 doors with no squiggle, take rectangle. No squiggle. There's my rectangle. The square squiggle. Okay, ahead of me is that. If only 2 doors, then continue ahead. Easy enough. Okay. 1, 2, 3 ahead of me, so I've got 4 doors. That one has a squiggle. Okay. If 3 symbols match... No. What did I enter through? I entered through this half circle. Enter through half circle, or then you don't take the circle. If squiggle is next to a rectangle, then the circle. If squiggle is not next to a rectangle, take this one. Okay. I've got that one. That's the only one. So I'm going through this oval. I have a squiggle ahead. It's the only one, so where would I go? Okay, open, rectangle, oval. Okay, so I've got 3 doors. I came through a squiggle. No. If exactly 3 doors and one of them is a square. No, one's not a square. If 3 symbols match, no. If entered through, what did I enter through? A squiggle. If squiggle is next to... No, I have to go over here. Okay, I came through an open rectangle. There is an oval. Square. Okay, there are 3 doors. If one of them is a square, then not the open square or the circle. Well, this is an oval, which I guess is a circle. So go through the square. A square behind me, I have squiggle ahead of me. Okay, I have to go forward. Came through a squiggle, I have a half circle. So I'll go through the half circle. Half circle, there's my half circle. Okay, so this is the only other door. Came through a half circle. An open rectangle, a squiggle, and a circle. Okay, I have 4 doors. I've entered through, what did I say I entered through? I haven't entered through a half circle, so I'm not going through a circle. Okay. Not going through a circle. If you are next to a rectangle, which you're not, so I have to go through you. Okay. Half circle, came through half square, okay. Going through half circle. The half circle ahead of me. A square there. Okay, if 3 are the same, facing the one that's ahead of me. If 3 sums match, then take center one of the matches. That's this one. I've got a half circle that have come through. I've got a square on that side. Okay, go through the square. Got a circle. Okay, that's the one I'm going through. Here we go. We're at the end, folks.
Ha! I knew we were getting close. Today just keeps on getting better.
Alright. That's the clues challenge, the medallion thing. Oh, Chief McGinnis.
Chief, I've got something you need to see.
Oh, Nancy's hair.
Nice job, Nancy.
Could no longer contain the darkness inside herself. In a desperate act, she set the night sky ablaze. Perhaps we'll never know what caused Nancy Drew to strike the match that forever changed this town. But one thing is certain. River Heights will be a safer place with Nancy Drew behind
reporter
bars.
arrested on live TV.
With a heavy heart, we must forever say goodbye to a former hero and look bravely. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
Brenda Carlton, you're under arrest.
No! This isn't happening! You can't do this!
Already
Get your
done.
hands off of me! You don't want to mess with me!
I like
I've got
this.
dirt on all of you! I could ruin every single one of you!
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a risk we'll have to take. Back to you, Jim.
Dear Hannah, Brenda was right about one thing. Her broadcast did make it all the way to the national news. Just not exactly the way she had intended. Not the type to let a little thing like a prison sentence get in the way of her ambition. She's already started working the weather news desk at Heights Regional Correction Center.
Of course she is.
I'm sure she'll work her way to the lead anchor desk during the next 10 to 20 years. While Tony had nothing to do with the fire, she did show her true colors. As the details of the case emerged, public support for Tony fell to an all-time low.
Yep.
Tony quietly removed her name from the ballot, but remains behind the counter at Scoop. It'll be a while before any of us go out for ice cream again.
Yeah.
To everyone's surprise, the time capsule survived the fire. And sure enough, when it was opened, J.P. Bennington's so-called stolen property was recovered. After decades, Alexei was finally vindicated. Dad is working on formally pardoning Alexei of all wrongdoing.
That's really
For
good.
once, Alexei seems pretty happy. When I asked him if he's interested in being a detective again, he said, never again.
Messina
But he did say he would be happy to help anytime. Deirdre is still Deirdre.
Naturally.
She's throwing a post-clues challenge party this weekend. Not surprisingly, Ned's been invited. And not surprisingly, Bess, George, and I have not. Not that we go anywhere. The town hall is set to be demolished soon and replaced with a new museum celebrating the history of River Heights.
I like that idea.
Word is that Alexei may be asked to be head curator. Now that I've been publicly exonerated, the town has really started to show its support again.
George looks
My
better.
neighbors have gotten together to repair our
Although not
window,
her face.
and my house is overflowing with notes of support and baked treats. For me, it's just nice to no longer be public enemy number 1. As the winners of the Clues Challenge, I got to choose what to place in the time capsule. I'm pretty happy with what I chose to put in there. If you think about it, you'll be able to figure out what it is. Or
don't know
you could
what it
always
is.
wait 50 years until it's reopened. Finally, I couldn't have gotten through everything without help from the best friends a girl could have. And, of course, your wonderful gift basket. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy.
Oh, this isn't what I was preparing for. What ice cube shape was not tested for melting times? No! I think domed was there. Oh, heart or star? Oh no. Oh no. Heart. I don't know. Oh no. Well, I got a few things. Audio analyst, cartographer, fire specialist, legal lawyer, team player. Yeah, all right. There we go. Let's watch some credits and a trailer.
Halfway across the world, beyond Cairo and the ancient pyramids, a lost world rises from the shifting desert sands. I've joined leading archaeologists to help unearth a site that some say may be the true tomb of Egypt's legendary lost queen. But once I arrive, rumors of terrifying curses fly, and stories of the site's deadly past begin to surface. It's up to me to solve an ancient riddle and find Egypt's legendary lost queen before a curse as old as the pharaohs themselves seals my fate forever. Join me in my next adventure, Tomb of the Lost Queen.
All right. Oh yes, my receipt. So normally I would talk about the game first, but that trailer for Tomb of the Lost Queen, I remember feeling really excited watching it. There's something about the way it was animated. It just felt like, oh, this is already done. It's so ready. I'm really excited about this. So just had to make a note about that. But there we go. I finished playing Alibi and Ashes, and that was, what, like 3.5 hours? Not very long. I mean, sort of standard for some of the earlier games, but the last few games have been quite a bit longer. So this was kind of nice. Pretty good speed and good pace and sort of the atmosphere. You don't feel like you're too pressured, even though, Nancy's in jail. I probably should feel some pressure. Yeah, so overall, it's a good game. There are things I like about it. There are things I don't like about it, like lots of missing commas. Brenda is awful. Tony is awful. Deirdre is entertaining. Alexei is interesting. He's got a bit of a short fuse initially, but actually you kind of grow to like him and feel kind of bad for him. So yeah, a decent batch of characters. I love that animation of Tony. I just can't get over it. I don't know that I ever will. It's just, she's so spectacularly done. I'm just floored by it every time I play this game. Music's good. Puzzles are pretty good. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm super stumped by anything, without it feeling too easy as well. So yeah, overall, a rather pleasant game. Doesn't leave a huge impact, like I said at the beginning, for me, but good nonetheless. So with that, let's watch some bloopers. Or maybe not bloopers. Some other stuff. Is this the first time we're seeing... No, it's not the first time we're seeing the artwork. I also love that drawing there of Deirdre. Oh yeah, Chief McGinnis is pretty well portrayed too. That's right. I haven't talked too much about him. Yeah, Bess doesn't look like Bess. Oh, Brenda. Giant bang. I think that's it.
Hi.
Okay, that's better. I actually don't like the bloopers, so that was really nice just to see some of the character artwork before they were turned into models and then into animated characters. Yeah, so is there anything else to talk about? Talked about Tony's animation. Yeah, it's an okay game. Yeah, not my favorite, but not awful. Really an easy way to spend an afternoon, or 3.5 hours playing this game. yeah, music's fine. Tasks were fine. I wasn't keen about having to play as Bess, George, and Ned. I've always thought, it's a Nancy Drew game, you're meant to play as Nancy. And that's sort of how I felt in earlier games, like Ransom of the Seven Ships. You play as George for a bit, or playing as Joe in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, or either of the Hardys in Creature of Kabu Cave. I want to just play as Nancy. I mean, this kind of worked given the story. Nancy wasn't going to be able to do everything from jail. So they did make it work given the story that they made. Is there anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, just, it's fine. It's a fine game, number 25. Coming up next will be the book to game comparison, or really it's a books to game comparison because this game is based off of 2 books. And I'm really looking forward to doing that comparison video because this game actually pulls details from the 2 stories that Her Interactive claimed that it was inspired from. So that will be great. That will be fun. It will be good. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you all very much for taking the time to watch this playthrough of Her Interactive's 25th game, Nancy Drew, Alibi, and Ashes. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.